What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It is Monza and Juve that's going to go down in about roughly 20 minutes from now. And this one, hey, it's got to be 3 points. I mean, you're not going to get an easier situation if you're Juventus. You've got Monza 18th in the table here. What are we talking about? Nesta on the chopping block. You got 5 key players out for this side. You've got Juve absolutely ready to rip with their lineup we all loved. There's got to be 3 points, everybody. Got to be 3 points. And we will bring up the lineup in a second here. Let's take a second, say what's up to everybody. As you come in, drop a like. Cristi Mili Forza Juve. Great to see you in here. Ciao, Alex P. Let's get it. Adam, let's get this dub. I'm with you. Ciao, but feeling another draw. Well, you know what? Hey. You know, I say all of this, but it's up to the team to prove it to us, okay? That's what it's got to come down to. Ciao, Matteo. Great to see you in here. I hope you don't jinx us with that shirt. Why is it always got to be me? This is the shirt they're wearing today, okay? I just decided to follow suit, you know? And plus, the games, the emotions, the intensity, it gets too hot if I wore the same Vialli sweater as I wore on the pre-match, okay? So take it easy on me. Forza Juve, vinci per noi, let's go. Win it for us, must win today, absolutely. And wasting no time with the prediction. Daniel jumping in here, 4-0. We saw the predictions on the pregame show. Skanga going 2-0. You've got, Omer went 3-0. I myself went 2-0. Okay, let's take a look at this lineup. Let's look at this lineup because I actually love this lineup. Di Gregorio on goal. Savona, Gatti, Kalulu. McKennie at left back. We heard about Danilo. Ankle injury. They say about 2 to 3 days, which at J Medical can mean 2 to 3 years. Nobody knows. Locatelli and Cope Miners as your pivots, sitting deep in the midfield. Conceição, Nico Gonzalez in the 10 spot. Kenan Yildiz out on the left wing. And Vlahovic up top. One of Nico or Yildiz in that playmaking role. I am with it. I'm here for it. Omer actually believes that we'll see Yildiz and Gonzalez actually rotate amongst each other. So that would be interesting and something I'd definitely be down to see. And it's just going to be interesting to see how all these guys click. But I personally do believe Nico makes the most sense there. And I mean, he's not going to be taking Chico's spot out on the right wing. So it just makes the most sense, and you still get to keep Yildiz, who needs to be on the pitch, out there. But I'm also open to Yildiz sliding in and then Nico going out there. So it'll be interesting to see if they do, in fact, rotate. So let's see. Stays, I want 3 points for Christmas. We all do. We all do, and we have to. We have to, because January is going to be intense. Mitch is going 3-1 for Juventus. Daniel saying I'm very confident about this lineup. It's a heavy attack lineup. We like to see that. Alex P is sticking with me on that one with 2-0. Bino coming in hot. Ciao, Juventini. 4-0. Yamo. Cristi Mili's going with a 2-1 narrow victory for Juventus. Okay. Matt likes the starting line. We all love it. And Forza to the piss yellow kit. All right, so there you go. No, it's gonna be I think we should be in for a good showing today. I know it's away from home. We know that Monza's gonna be going 3-4-2-1, which means, you know, get that wall out there, try and hit us on counters, but Juve's got to battle through, take care of business. Like I said, half the battle is getting these guys in the right spots with the right roles, and the 10 is key for us. Just going to get my channel lined up here so we don't miss that. I'm going to give you Monza's starting lineup as you still see Juve's up front there. Let's make sure this is live. Football's been just brutal for me over the past couple matches. So 3-4-2-1 from Monza, but it's a couple places have it listed as a 4-4-2, so it's going to be interesting still one way or another. You'll see some blocking going down. Nesta fighting for his life as head coach there, and it's been brutal for them. They have yet to register a victory on home soil this season. 9 straight that they are winless in across all competitions. 8 of those right in league there with Serie. Dorati in goal. he carries like the highest average across that team, and naturally because he's going to be facing so many shots, but he does come up with games out of nowhere where he just stands on his head. Pereira, D'Ambrosio, that scumbag, Mari, Carboni. So rumored that Izzo was going to be out there today. You don't see him out there. So Carboni, Mari, D'Ambrosio, Pereira across the back. Birindelli, Bianco, Bondo, and Kyriakopoulos cross your middle. Caprari and Mota set to be up front. So again, this one's showing it as 4-4-2. We'll see how it lines up one way or another. Expect some defending there. We should be overrunning them on the ball, dominating possession, and we got to take them to them. Again, you see our lineup there, very, very attack-oriented. We really like it. Some are still listing as Yildiz being in the 10 spot, and the majority of them showing Gonzalez in there. According to the way they've lined up this starting 11 from Juve, it would suggest that Gonzalez is in the 10 spot. So we'll see. I do expect him to be in there. And we'll see if he can carry forth after a great showing his last time out, jumping in there late in the game. Coppa Italia, that goal he scored. I mean, all the goals that we scored were really, really nice. Vlahovic on the turn there through the defender's legs. But Colt Miners on that free kick. What a free kick. Talked about that one. The power and to still have enough curve on there to get that bending in. I don't care who you got in net there. They ain't getting to that thing. That thing was insane. As far as Gonzalez's goal, that was crazy. That was crazy. Just incredible set of wheels attacking that space, and the finish, not what I expected, but just top class finish from Gonzalez there. And then Conceição is Conceição. That guy was in arcade mode that game, especially second half. So let's keep it going. Take care of business early. Let's get some rotation in and then roll into the holidays and roll into Christmas, everybody. Let's go. Got to take care of the business today. We'll take a look at some of the other fixtures across the league today. Atalanta getting the 3-2 victory against Empoli. That takes them back to top of the league. Sitting at 4-2 there. And yeah, I think it was De Catalare with a brace in that game, and the winner comes in the 86th minute to propel them into that first place spot. Keep in mind, Inter does have 2 games in hand on Atalanta, which if they won would draw them level at 40 points. Napoli, of course, at 38 with 1 game ahead of us. We can go to 31 points today. We need to. That would bring us level with Fiorentina. But Fiorentina, still 2 matches to play. One of those games is against Inter. And our matchup next weekend is against Fiorentina, which will be a big one. And not just because of the game itself, we are going to actually announce who wins the first ever triple kit giveaway. All right, so let's go. Everybody, drop a like while you're in here, okay? Swarit asking for the lineup. What's the lineup? Here you go, Swarit. Exactly what we talked about on the pregame show. Di Gregorio, Savona, Gatti, Kalulu, McKennie as your left back. Locatelli, Colt Miners, your 2 pivots. Conceição, Gonzalez, Yildiz, and Vlahovic all up top. 0, absolutely 0 excuses in this game. You know, heavens forbid this thing goes sideways on us. I don't want to hear a thing about any. It will all be noise. It's been getting to that point for me for a while. It's time that we cash in. You've had situations after situations. You've had Leipzig. You had Man City. You had Inter actually before that pulling back to go level and get that draw. The moments keep attaching themselves and we don't follow it up and back it up. That's why I'm ecstatic about this lineup. Get your playmakers in the 10 role. Don't be so robust in the middle. You should be dominating possession here. Let's follow this Coppa Italia match where we got, and I don't care about the opponent. We haven't had a sniff of 29 opportunities in a game until then. Carry it forth. Time to get the wheels rolling and get some momentum. Gotta back it up. Today has to be 3 points. I don't want to hear otherwise. All right? Up to the lads to show us now. 10 minutes away from kickoff again. Lazio's at 34 points. So you've got Atalanta, Napoli, Inter, Lazio, Fiorentina, Juventus sitting in 6th, ahead on goal differential of Bologna, who's actually level with us at 28 points. Milan, 2 points behind us at 26. After today's matchup, they will have a game in hand on us as well. Got to get 3 points. Got to keep it rolling. Fiorentina one becomes a big one, all right? A big one. Mitch saying, Berto, don't worry. Dusha for the hat trick today. Hey, I'm here for it. And my feet kicking into the game here. Taking a look at Motta and Vlahovic, highlighting the strikers on both teams. Now highlighting some playmakers. Caprari on their side. Yildiz on ours. 16 matches, 3 goals, 8 shots, 15 key passes for Yildiz. Only banking to 2 assists though. So again, finishing, being clinical, all that. Several pieces of the puzzle we got to put together. And yes, Luis still out. And yes, hurt. What pisses me off about this scenario, and we talked about it today on the pregame show, like that's the 5th time this season alone a guy comes back from injury and is immediately going back. It's shambles with the medical staff. Outsource it all. Outsource it all. Mickey Mouse there, J Medical, okay? Flop of the season, J Medical. Yeah, and that's putting it lightly. Christmas present would be that place turning into an extended portion of the museum. At least make it useful. Right now, it's just it's a hangout session for the signings. It's an absolute shame what's going on with J-Med. Joke, yeah. Beyond a joke, you know? Beyond a joke. Shame for a world-class team. Yep, absolute joke. We should start studying J51. It's unbelievable. I don't know. I don't understand what's being hidden. That like we can't even talk about it. Nobody's questioning about it other than bringing up these stats that are just horrific. 14th muscular injury already, and that was Wea, who is out till January. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Also, just the lack of transparency. I mean, how hard is it to tell us what's going on with these guys, to make some sense of it? Jack Crispy, what's up? What's going on? Great to see you in here. Let's go. Let's get a victory going. Let's get some good vibes rolling into Christmas. And again, for anybody that might have missed it, here's your starting 11 for Juventus. And Mitch says, yeah, never real info with the injuries, all lot. It's not even that they're not giving real info. It's that they're giving you next to nothing. Like, even Motta's like so very, very vague with injuries. Like, just, it's crazy. Cambiaso, how many 1 week should we wait for Andrea? Well, he is in the squad list today. He's there. He's going to be on the bench. Might come in later on, but I don't even, if you don't have to, man, that's another guy I don't want to see out for a long time. So just take your time. Take your time. No, this is not our last game until 2025. We've got Fiorentina next weekend. Exactly 7 days on the 29th. And that is also when we will announce the triple kit winner of the giveaway. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the reminder. I'm well aware, my friend. Well aware, okay? Yes. Well aware. Oh, my goodness. No, let's get the victory here today. No nonsense today. Let's get the win. Forza Juve saying, I feel like the change in 10 will be the turning point of the season. Let's get some steam and go on a winning streak. Absolutely. And I do think, I've been saying it for a while, that I felt the biggest thing we needed to change was going to have to come from Motta. I don't think it was a personnel thing. I don't think we needed to shit on a ton of our players and scapegoat anybody. Like, I literally think we are close to having something good. But that shift in getting a playmaker in there, and not every game. There's going to be games where you're going to You're going to be able to probably go 4-3-3, and you're going to want 3 midfielders in there. But the majority of these games, and the games we're struggling in, get your playmaker in that 10 and roll with it. And you know what? Based on who these guys are and how hard they work, we might be able to actually feel comfortable even going this route steady, no matter who's in front of us. It all depends on how much chemistry gets built, and we see. So I have a question: how to get a Juve ticket without membership? Are you talking about in general, or are you talking Club World Cup, or through the fan clubs is the easiest, absolute easiest. Cannot stress enough, especially Club World Cup, if that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about a game in general, there's a lot of ways to do it. There's also fantastic services. Maurizio from around Turin can work it all into one of the best experiences you'll ever have. I cannot stress enough. Reach out to the guy. So absolutely reach out to Maurizio from around Turin. Can help you with everything. Transportation, hangout, tailgating with Juventini. Fantastic stuff. All right. We're looking at the teams set to come out here of the tunnel. And again, reminder, get those likes up. We're getting ready for kickoff. The team's walking out of the tunnel. Let's go. I'm just like, I see this little thing going on in here, and all I'm going to say is, you want to talk about second tier football, but the only reason we went in there was because of bullshit, and bullshit that you guys did the exact same thing on, but a statute saved you. Stai zitto, stai zitto, stai zitto. Conflict of interest. It's funny how your tapes just went missing until the statute kicked in. Take it easy. And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That the law's right. Because the law and the courtrooms are the ones that said no wrongdoing from the clubs. Not just Juve, the clubs involved. So you are right. You are right. The law said no wrongdoing. A statute gave you a piece of cardboard and useless trophy in that cabinet. Okay? No wrongdoings. A little statute of limitations gave you guys a trophy you were not capable of earning. Sul campo. Sul fucking campo. Alright? But hey, if that's how you like them, buddy, I got like 12 trophies for you right here. I got some scratch-a-wins. You guys can put that in your cabinet too. Huh? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right. Enough of that bullshit. Game time. Let's go. Club's ready to get out here. Ciao, ciao. Paolo coming in here. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Got the horn. Got the loud cup today. 21 on Timu. Loud Cup. The Amici di Nessuno Cup. We got to get that collab. Come on. Come on. We got to get that collab. Look at that stage. It just looks. It's a unit. This thing's a unit. You know what? I actually like that. A little bit of banter before a game. Get the old ticker pumping. It's a good kind of ticking. Not the, hey, we're level in the 80th minute to one of the lowest sides in the table type of ticker. That's a different ticker. That's a, I think I'm going down ticker, okay? Oh, which one? Mitch. This one? This one? If that's the one you're talking about, that is one that I won on a Twitter giveaway. So it's signed by 5 players. And if you're talking this one, that's just one of the 10 years at home little replica ones. I just put it on top of the stadium model. All right, we're ready for kickoff, everybody. And we got kickoff. Oh my God, this ticker. Let's go. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Get the job done. Come on. All right. Monza with it at the back. Dorati's going to blast this one forward. Route 1. Flicked on. Motta with a touch to the outside. Caprari trying to come in here. Easily handled by Di Gregorio. Monza getting the first rip there. It was actually Pereira potentially there. And yeah, this does not look like a 4-4-2. It looks closer to what we were expecting we were going to see. More of a 3-4-2-1. And now possession with Juventus Savona. They're sitting pretty narrow in the middle to start here, Monza. Conceição going back to Gatti. Forza Juve. Ciao, Coqui. Great to see you in here. Gatti up to Savona. Washington tight here. Tried to get it into Chico, but out of his reach. Girikopoulos playing it to the back. Pressure coming here. Whoa! Off a block. Heading towards Dorati's goal, and he was a little unsure. Ended up diving just to make sure. Imagine that's how you get the first one. Giddy up. Holy smokes. That didn't miss the corner by much. That would have been something. Ronaldo fan jumping in here. Ciao, ciao. We will win 2-0. All right. I'm in. Dorati now. Again, Route 1. Savona going up against Girikopoulos there. Sees this one out. It's going to be Juventus throw. Get a little bit of movement up top there from Gonzalez, Chico, Vlahovic. In the end, Gonzalez tries a flick. Oh, Colt Miner's getting beat a little too easy there. They try to switch it out to the side. McKennie with a little pop forward for Yildiz. He just couldn't settle. And Monza's going to go back to D'Ambrosio. All the way back to Dorati. Pressure coming from Nico. Good wheels on him too. Vlahovic now. Pressure on the left flank. Bombed forward. Kalulu going in. And Colt Miners with the easy touch over to McKennie. Now played forward for Yildiz. Foul on the back there. He draws that one. Locatelli and Colt Miners going to come over to the ball. Play this thing in again. We look at Alessandro Nesta, of course. A legend. But he's in trouble, that legend, when it comes to his gig. Time is ticking for him. Gatti to Savona. Conceição well ahead of him on the line, but he just goes back to Gatti. Locatelli dropping in. Flips it out to McKennie. Has a little bit of space ahead of him. Quick little touch inside for Colt Miners. Back out to McKennie. Tries to thread the needle there to Nico Gonzalez. Look at the pressure from Gonzalez to come back and push Monza to the back now with Mari. Inside for Bianco to the outside. Pereira. Going ahead for Motta. Being watched by Gatti. Well done by Gatti. Saves this one. Keeps it in play. Tries to play it off of the Monza player. Oh my God. Cheeky little play here in tight. Oh, and Kalulu has it stripped. And here comes a shot from Motta, and it's well wide. Not threatening goal at all. Ciao, Bertinho. Nick. What is up, fra? Great to see you in here, buddy. Drop a like. Yeah, and where is everyone watching from? Neville. Any Maltese, Juventini, come on. Where are you tuning in from? Hit us in the chat. Myself, for anybody wondering that doesn't know, West Coast of Canada. British Columbia. Oh, yeah, here we go. Lil one, two. Gonzalez into Cope Miners. Tried to get it out to Yildiz, but he's trying to dig the ball out of his feet first, and the play breaks down. Monza unable to clear. McKenny on it. Carrying it forward. Sending it back for Cope Miners. Cope Miners telling everybody to slow it down. Over to Kalulu. Back to Cope. Up ahead, Yildiz. He's going to take his man on. Oh, here's a cross. Going to the top of the area. Vlahovic settles. Now into Gonzalez, and the shot. Ends up forcing a save from Turati, but it was a very easy save. Not a lot of heat on that hit from Nico. But decent little work there from Juventus. And there's the first attempt. Let's see, what do we got here? Patrick from Ireland. Anton Roos, Texas. Let's go. Jack Crispy, the States. Mitch, Austria. Norway. Tony Roast Beef from parts unknown. Nairobi, Kenya in Africa. Let's go, Edgar. Gene Elias in Sweden. Love it. Solid representation in the AJC chat today, as always. Kalulu into Locatelli. We're 6 minutes in, 0-0. McKenny on it. Back inside to Locatelli. Moving forward. Getting to the top of the area. Trying to hit Vlahovic there. It's cut out. Sent forward again. Caprari trying to settle it. Can't. Kalulu gets it over to Savona. Carries forward. Over to Chico. Being watched. Twisting and turning on that flank. But in the end, opts to go backwards to Kalulu. And they might look across to the left side. Going inside to Locatelli. Back to Kalulu. Into Cope Miners. Out to McKenny. Now inside for Yildiz. That's a great ball. In for... Oh, Vlahovic just couldn't connect. Way better sequence there. And now Monza trying to immediately come back and counter. They did have space, but Kalulu breaking up the pass. And now Juve can build up again. That was way better. Nice through ball from McKenny too. For Yildiz. That's what we need to do. Way more of that. McKenny on it here. Him and Cope Miners with a couple of exchanges. Now to Locatelli. Over to Kalulu. And he's going to shift it to the right side for Savona. Turns and takes a look up that right flank. Opts to go back for Gatti. And this is what you're going to see. You're going to see that wall. They are doing it with 4. The 5th is just out wide, manning up with Chico Conceição. And Yildiz now switching the pitch for Savona. He's got space ahead of him. Conceição there as well. Plays it to him. And Chico's going to go. Running back at this defense. Sends a ball in. Easily cut out. Still wins it back. But then loses it. And again, the outlet for Monza. They're pinned back. They're all flat-footed. So Juve's able to regain possession. And like I said, we're going to be controlling this game. It's up to us to break them apart and get these goals. Locatelli now up ahead inside. And it's Vlahovic dropping deep to collect. Now in for Cope Miners. Now ahead for Vlahovic. On the edge of the area. Try to backheel. Maybe just trying to get it out for a corner. But it does not bounce out. And then Monza just pinned back. A lot of pressure from Juve. Some good's got to come from this. Got to make it count. Got to hurt him. Got to strike first. All right. Monza just pinned back. And Nico not letting this guy breathe. But just turns away. And again, cut out by McKenny. Now Locatelli. Easy switch out to Savona, and we keep them pinned. Back to Gatti. Over to McKenny. Pass into Yildiz was cut out. McKenny on it again. Twisting and turning. Trying to buy a little space. Over to Kalulu. Now Locatelli. Over for Gatti. Has Savona there on the right. Plays it to him. Again, Conceição just ahead of him. In comes Nico Gonzalez. He collects here. Oh, bad pass from Nico. And Caprari's running at us. And tries to go back post. And in the end, it goes wide of Di Gregorio's goal. And it was a pretty weak shot. Yeah, I got to be sure there, Nico. Got to be sure there, Nico. Can't be sending. That's their game's going to be, is clamp down and try to strike back at us. We knew that the entire time. Here we go. Locatelli now. Again, trying to close them down. Here's Savona. Goes out to Chico. He's probably going to run at him. You got the ability here. Pulls up quickly. Over to Gatti. Seeing the width that Chico's... Oh, my God. Kalulu trying to just thread the needle there. Hammers it. It's easily blocked. Mids... Got to get involved here. Someone's got to come back, collect. You got to move a little bit. Pull guys out of spaces. Get them moving. And not only that, but come back to pull the trigger. We're getting the ball too late to Chico. If you want to get it out to him, give him an opportunity to turn at the defense. Here's Yildiz turning at his man. Double team coming. Back in for Kalulu. And again, close down. Got to be quicker. Here's Yildiz. Oh, tried to thread that one through, but too far beyond. That was heading for Cope Miners. Closing in on 11-minute mark. 0-0. Couple opportunities for Monza. One for Juventus. Best opportunity, believe it or not, was a block clearance attempt by Yildiz that almost snuck into the top corner behind Torati. Kalulu getting up for that one. McKennie coming back. Playing it all the way for Di Gregorio. He's got to come out of ways. Oh, that's Route 1, and Chico's on it. Oh, nice. Gets a touch there. That's an easy yellow. His cross is blocked. Obviously allowed advantage there. Don't think he's going to get a yellow, but I mean... When it's blatant that you're beat and grabbing there, it really should be, whether it's first foul or not. Played ahead for Vlahovic. Bumped off there by 22. Who the hell is 22? That's Mari. I thought he was 42. That's Bianco. There's Ferraro. Current president. Looking like a little panda bear. The current panda bear in charge, absolutely. Chico limping a bit, but he'll be fine. He'll shake this off. Here's a set piece. I called one up. McKennie punched out by Tarati. Gonzalez with a header back in, and it's tipped over the goal. Oh my goodness. Put it right back a little too close to the keeper, but Nico really should be on one there. That's okay. We get another set piece. Just pouncing on that thing. Oh man, not just that Tarati, but the defender also. Maybe him getting to it. Come on. Cope Miner's going to send another one in. Ball sent in. Oh! Goal! And it's McKennie! That's one. That's one. How's that for a prediction, baby? Big Mac on a set piece. Boy called it. That's one for the good guys. Come on. Let's go. Woo! Chalk one up for the good guys. Monza. Big Mac, baby. And look at that. Getting the leg up. Little touch there through everybody. He sticks with it. Oh, yes. Yes. That's one. That's one. Now. No rest for the wicked. You continue to maintain possession. You dominate and you take it to them. I want the second one and I want it immediately. Let's go. And that's one. Sound it off. Let's go. And we get the air horn too from the DJ there. Come on. Adam. Hey. Push, push, push. Jack Crispy, huge sigh of relief. It's always nice to get the first one, all right? Always nice to get the first one. Man, today we talked about Christmas gifts for the players. I said even myself sometimes guilty of it, but what I would give Weston McKennie is respect. That's the Christmas gift for Weston, finally getting more respect. Great goal. And we got another set piece. Colt Minor set to take it. Why not add a second one? Let's go. Here it is. Delivered. Going to back post. Cleared out. But we're going to pounce on this one. Played back. Savona. Little touch in for Chico. To the outside for Vlahovic. Finding himself on the flank. And now a lovely little switch over to the opposite side for Colt Miners. Played up. But well done from Kalulu. Keep possession from the pressure. We're going to go all the way back to Locatelli. Savona's dropped back to the right flank. Our defenders are well forward, Kalulu and Gatti, but now Gatti drops back. He collects from Locatelli. Slotted ahead for Savona. Chico right in front of him. And Savona's going to opt to go back to Gatti. 1-0 Juve, possession being dominated. We're going into the 16th minute mark. You've already got a yellow for Pereira. And I did call called 5 yellows. Yeah, I called over the 4. He's got a 5 average. 72% possession for Juventus. 1 big chance, 3 total attempts. Giddy up, no let up. Keep him pinned. Kyriakopoulos going back to Tarati. He's going route 1. Aerial here. Caprari going to the back line to D'Ambrosio. He's going to get it out to the flank here. Monza's going to try to find their way forward, but all lanes are closed down. Here's some pressure. More at the back. Over to Carboni. Trying to go forward. Easily cut out by Locatelli. Now Savona into Nico Gonzalez. Trying to get it forward for Vlahovic. He does. Stepped into, but he comes away with the ball. Eyes this one up. Tries to go up ahead for Chico. It's cut out, but it's going to go out for a throw into Juventus. Vlahovic taking a chance there. Trying to advance it there for Conceição. Find him in a situation where he can attack Monza. Maybe not the exact option he should have done, but we'll see. We'll see. Played back to Savona. Didn't look like he kept it in, and yeah, they're calling it, they're calling it out there. Did not keep it in. Kyriakopoulos set to take the throw. That name is just a nightmare. I'm going to have to just start going 77, I think, here. Caprari coming back for Carboni. Goes back to Torati, and again, we just keep forcing him, but he does play it out. Madi. Showing for Bondo on it. Getting pushed back. Oh my goodness, that was in tight. And they're pinned. Flat-footed, got nowhere to go. Easily collected by Gatti at the back on that through ball. And now we're in possession again. McKennie and Kalulu with an exchange. Back to McKennie. Kalulu. Over to McKennie. Into Yildiz. Over to Colt Miners. A little touch for Yildiz again. Over to Locatelli. Now popping it forward for Savona. He can turn and look forward. Oh, nice ball. Through ball to Chico. Oh, Torati forced to get a palm on that cross. And Monza just trying to hang on here. Get it out of their area. But Monza getting pushed all the way back. Kyriakopoulos on the carpet. Colt Miners. Thought he was going to size one up. Ends up going over to McKennie. Now back to Colt Miners. Caprari coming in here to mark him. Over to Locatelli. Motta remains pinned. 5 at the back. Over to Savona. To Locatelli. Over to Savona. Just faced up to Motta there. Ends up going to Locatelli. And he's going to switch field. Kalulu. Moving forward on that left flank. You know, we got the through balls there. You got to take them if you're going to break down. If you're trying to do everything at face, it's going to be very difficult. Oh, yes, Gonzalez into McKenny out to Conceição. He's 1v1 now. Into Nico. Over to Cope Miners. Couldn't quite settle it the way he wanted. Over to Yildiz. Double team coming. Now over to the top for Locatelli. To the outside for Nico. What a difference that makes with... Oh, Locatelli tries an attempt there for Yildiz. Can't get mad at that. I said we got to take those through ball attempts. Here's Mota dropping back. Conceição now applying pressure on Kyriakopoulos. Trying to go across field. That's cut out by Cope Miners. Good pressure there. Press forward. But there is going to be a foul there on Cope Miners. 20 minutes. 1-0 Juve. Let's get that second one, everybody. Honestly, but we see Wing Witch here. Nico as playmaker makes a difference. It's just having whoever the hell you're going to play in that position, but actually where they need to be positionally changes everything. Changes everything for the opposition too, and how they have to mark you and keep you honest. But good stuff. Bondo ahead for Kyriakopoulos on the left flank for Monza. Trying to go into the middle here. They're forced all the way back again to Bondo. It's going to go over for Mari. Into Bianco. That's cut out. Cope Miners, his touch. Little too far ahead. And that's cut out. Again back to Torati. And this guy's just practicing his long kicks here. There's another one. Route 1. McKenny doing battle. Getting feet to it. Here we go. Now they find a little bit of room there. Bianco. And now over to Carboni. It's Caprari. To Kyriakopoulos. Up ahead. Carboni now. Cross. That's a good cross in. Oh my God. And we let them equalize at 1. Birindelli. And that's the son of course, the Birindelli that spent a ton of time with Juventus. Was like this unsung hero, this character guy that even played with us in Serie B when we had to dig ourselves out of those depths. His son strikes against us. But that's just... This is unacceptable. So, Conceição a little asleep at the wheel there when Savona... And honestly, got to figure that out between the two of you. Conceição late getting there. And then the marking at the back post. I mean, nobody's picking him up at all. Where's the communication? And he just puts that on target. No chance for Di Gregorio. Like, man. Fuck the goals we allow, everybody. It's just painful. So we're back at it. We're level. Keep pushing. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what happened there. There were so many people napping. So where's the coverage at the back there? That would have been McKenny and Kalulu's on that side between the two of them. So now Di Gregorio launching this one forward. Conceição trying to do battle with Kyriakopoulos. They play it back to Torati. Press that hard. Force him. The ball's bouncing. And he can play this out to the flank. And Caprari actually does keep it. Little flick beyond Conceição. Back to Carboni. And again back to Torati. And now he's going to go out to the opposite sideline. But it's way too high. So Juve will regain possession on a throw-in. Very close to the 18. Throw it back to Kalulu. They're asking him to throw it. No, they're calling a foul throw? What? Man, I don't even see 7-year-olds get foul throws anymore. What are we doing here? Torati. Launching this one again. Straight out the sideline. Throw-in coming. Let's try and not get a foul throw this time. Come on. What are we doing here? All right, Savona. Force backwards, going to Gatti. Guys, we got to get the midfielders on the ball, though. Seriously. So Gonzalez has dropped back. He's collecting here. But seriously, our midfielders are up ahead. They're bombing forward. It's like, come back, collect, and build up as a team. But get this ball out of the defense's feet. McKennie on it here. Out to Yildiz. In for Locatelli. Up to McKennie. Back out to Loca. In for Vlahovic. Trying to play it forward to Cope Miners. He does. Locatelli comes in to clean it up. Out to McKennie. Into Loca. Now into Kalulu stepping forward. Over to Gatti. The squeeze is on. Monza's pinned back. Into Chico. Back to Gatti. And again, move this ball quick. And where's the mids? Drop back. Collect this ball. Pick it up. I don't want to watch our D just constantly knocking this thing around between them. Into Conceição. Being watched by 2 always. Push back to Savona. The through balls. Work the through ball. Set it up again. Somebody's got to go. You got to get moving. Kalulu carries as far as he can. Probably about 50 yards out. Dishes for Cope Miners. Over to Yildiz. Being watched by 2. Caprari. And even Pereira. Kalulu to Loca. To Gatti. Over to Savona. Into Chico. Here's a cross, but out of the reach of McKennie and Nico Gonzalez. Easily into the arms of Dorati. 26 minutes, 15 seconds. We're 1-1 here. Holy smokes. There's Gatti going up for this one. Caprari ends up saving it for Monza. And now they're going to work it up the flank. Here's Kyriakopoulos running at Savona. Cuts inside on him. Looking for a dish. Locatelli forcing him back to the outside. Savona then strips it from Caprari. And now going backwards for Loca. Over to Di Gregorio. Jeez. Bondo now on it for Monza. Being pressed back by Nico. Good pressure from Nico, at least allowing us to regroup after that was cut out. Monza now growing in possession here. Terrible pass between them in the middle. Bianco ends up putting it out. And now we can take possession. McKennie set up to take it. Throwing it back for Kalulu. Up ahead for McKennie. To Kalulu. Into Locatelli. And now out to Savona. Just nothing here. Force back to Gatti. Back to Kalulu. Who's being pressed by Motta. Oh my goodness. Pass back. Hit by Motta. Kalulu just absolutely pinned here. To the outside for McKennie. Back in for Kalulu. And that one's cut out, but Nico earns a foul there as he tries to just maintain possession there. Just to allow us to breathe. Sloppy stuff. It's slowing down. We got way too many forward. Bombing up. You got to build up together. Get yourself back into those scenarios where you can try those through balls or try to break them down. But just keeping it at the back with the defense. Not happening. McKennie trying to go over the tower through, and it's way too far ahead of Conceição. Easily into the hands of Dorati. Now he's going to roll it out. Dorati's launching this one. Oh my gosh. Bounces on McKennie, but Kalulu's there. Oh, touch back to Di Gregorio. Bouncing. Oh my goodness, you guys. Sloppy. Here comes a press from Monza too. Here's Gatti. With some space to carry forward. He does. Plays it over to Savona. Now inside. Gatti collects. Scanning. Get that ball moving. Come on. Overlap here on Conceição from Savona. Chico on it. Waiting for something to open up. Nothing really creating itself, so he drops it back for Locatelli. Over to Kalulu. Now over for Cope Miners. Come on. Gatti staying ahead centrally, which just makes things easier for them to congest. Over to Locatelli. Scanning. Nothing really. Not enough movement. These guys are standing in the area here. Out to Locatelli. Here comes a cross in, trying to hit Nico Gonzalez, but it's over his head. It's going to go out for a goal kick to Monza. Oh my God. Very, very slow. Way too slow. Gotta pick it up again. Looking at Motta here. God, the goals we allow are just infuriating to me. Durati launching this one. Screaming, hooting, and hollering. There wasn't even much there. Cole Miners just giving him the stare like, get up. It's like nothing there, man. Easy. Birindelli. Come on, man. What would your father think of that? All right, now played over to Ratti at the back. Over for Bondo. Bondo getting pushed back by Chico. Good job. Just keep him pinned there. Yes, we win it back. Tried to play it in for Gonzalez. Unfortunate not to get it sit there for him. Girakopoulos now. And again, the press is there. That's better, you guys. Win that ball, but a foul now on Savona. Allows Monza to breathe. And oh my God, I think Bianco is actually dead. Easy, buddy. My God, take him to the hospital immediately. Adriano Galliani. Whew. Looking like an old sea turtle in the stands there. Mitch saying that a German reporter said Juve defense looks like a kids team on the goal. It was terrible. It was a joke that he could come in there unchallenged. Here's Motta with a aerial through ball. Cut out by McKennie, but saved by Caprari. Birindelli now popped over the top. Savona heads it clear. Conceição now. Ooh, goes back in towards the middle. Vlahovic cannot win that ball there, but Locatelli comes in, cleans it up, and he hits Vlahovic in stride. Great play from Locatelli. Vlahovic cutting in at the top of the area. Tries to have a hit. It's blocked and then gets a foul on the back. Too easy. Don't let him off the hook. Take it on Mari there. Don't let him off the hook so cheap. Come on. No, I'm talking about their forward, Danny Motta. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Monza. It's Motta, the player. Jesus. Motta. It's going to sound similar. It's okay. Take it easy. Throwing all the way back to Di Gregorio. Gatti on it here. Over to Kalulu. Into Gonzalez. Cope Miners into Yildiz to Locatelli. Now to Savona. Come on, you got some numbers. Do some. Out to Chico. Running in before the double team hits. Oh, it's a good ball, but he didn't challenge. Savona had an opportunity to challenge. Played in now. Yildiz, Locatelli, and they forget the ball. Gatti heads it forward for Chico. The wall is there. He drags it in. Creates space. Cope Miners now at the top. Have it into the mixer, man. Oh, nice cut from Chico. Oh, that's a good effort from Conceição, man. Insane. Tried to get that ball squared up, sent in. We got a corner. We got a goal on that earlier. See if we can get another. Come on. Co-Miners. See if he can get another apple off one of these. Ball sent in. Delivered. Cleared out. Doesn't get by the first defender. Stops for Cope Miners again. Here's another one. But there's a foul as there's a player down. Clenching his face. Yeah, he literally headed the ball and got injured. Now we got guys heading the ball and going down. Madonna. Madonna. Where have we reached, everybody? Looks like we're going to get a drop ball at the back. Dorati's going to pick it up for Monza. So ball's with Dorati here. Drops it down. Motta's furious here. Dude, settle down. Settle down. It's going to bleed into the team. Take it easy. Let's ramp it up. Okay, come on. Let's get this ball moving with some speed. Way too damn slow. And get the legs going again. Let's try some through balls. Find your mids, wingers. Go behind the defense. Fullbacks overlap. Create some coverage there if those do get cut out. Into Yildiz. Back out to Cope Miners. And back out we go. There was an overlap there from McKenny. Got that handbrake on. Like Tuna called out on Cope Miners against Cagliari. Still got that handbrake on. Here we go. Locatelli carrying it forward. Dropping it now. McKenny. In for Yildiz. Out to Chico, who's way more central now. What I talk about, get him in off that flank. Out to Savona. Got to cross it in on the one-touch, kid. Left-footed. Going back post. Oh, McKenny back into the mixer. Locatelli trying to settle it. It's in. Nico! Yes! Come on. Let's go, everybody. Nico Gonzalez. Hey, I don't know if you guys are paying attention. Wes McKennie, Nico Gonzalez, 2 goal scorers. I did call 2-0, but my God. I nailed the goal scorers. 2-1 Juve, back in the lead now. No rest for the wicked. Keep firing away. Let's go. They are checking Locatelli's position right now. There is talks about potentially an offside here. I don't think it's possible, though, because McKennie played the ball from in behind all the players. So for me, it'd be ridiculous. So it's all good. 2-1 for the good guys. Sound the horn, baby. All right. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. And Monza now immediately trying to move up the pitch here. Kyriakopoulos, cheeky little back heel forward, but always push back. Carboni. Back to Bianco. Now to Bondo. D'Ambrosio. Inside to Caprari from Birindelli, who is the goal scorer for Monza. It's 2-1 Juventus, 40 minutes, 20 seconds in here. And now Monza enjoying possession, trying to work their way back into some type of opportunity to equalize. So we got to get back on possession, got to push them all the way back, and then push for another. One goal, in my terms, in my world, is sweet fuck all. Okay? One goal lead, sweet fuck all. Get back on the ball and push them all the way back again and put them under. Smell the blood, step on the throats. Here's a ball over the top. McKennie misses it. It's crossed in. Gatti gets there. And then Savona's got to clear only to the top of the area. Shot blocked. No! Huge block there from Toncope Miners. Okay, that is a massive, massive block on Mota. Not Thiago Mota. Mota the player. Holy smokes, you guys. Sleep at the wheel immediately after scoring. Massive block from Cope Miners. But you guys, smarten up. Smarten up. Wake up. My God, you've controlled an insane amount of the ball, but every time they get it, it's like we're going to concede. This has to stop. Absolutely has to stop. Absolutely has to stop. Come on. What are we talking about? Crossed in again, and Savona. Jeez, he's having a hell of a time with clearances, man. You don't know where these things are going to go. Come on, you guys. And that was a questionable step in from McKennie there. Oh, we got a foul there. This is going to be a set piece from a good spot that they could swing it in. Foul on Cope Miners here. But McKennie took a shot there on that, trying to cut that one out on that aerial ball that created that whole attacking scenario there. Should have just ran with his man there. But again, hindsight's 2020. But these guys got to step it up here. It's a little too loose at the back, everybody. Don't like that. Now we got a set piece to contend with here. We're at 42 minutes, 43 seconds before halftime, okay? Couple minutes left before halftime. 2-1 lead, but suspect at the back today. And it shouldn't be, but we are. Here we go. The ball's going to get sent in. And Di Gregorio comes out, chooses to punch. Settled down in the midfield. Birindelli. Over to Bianco, and he's forced all the way back to Tarati, so that's good. We can regroup, we can get back in proper positions coming off of that set-piece defense. And everybody's staying forward, nobody pressing Tarati here. Mari coming back to collect for Monza. Now playing it forward. Carboni looking up for Mota. Aerial, he heads it down back into the middle of the pitch. That's cleaned up. Nico Gonzalez sending it out for Chico, being watched by Bondo. Is he going to take him on? No, he's pushed back. Oh, lovely Meg. Cuts into the central area. Slots it over for McKennie. And we slow right down. Come on. Locatelli flipping it out for Chico. Savona going to give him the overlap. Sent out to him. Back out for Chico. And now Juve's going to keep him back. Try to build up something else. 44 minutes, 11 seconds Find a third before half. Come on. Oh, bad pass from Kalulu. Caprari on it now. Sending it out for Mota. Mota is going to run at Kalulu and hits it right into his midsection. And now he's forced all the way back. Monza in possession with it. D'Ambrosio back to the outside. Mota's on it. Wants somebody to come collect. He wants to be the one central in the area looking for the opportunities. Bondo on it. Has Kyriakopoulos on the left. Plays it out to him. Trying to go into the middle. Finds Bianco, but that's cut out. Bondo is where it ends up. Working on Savona deep in the corner on the left flank. And Savona comes out with it into Chico. Oh, no foul given. Coming back at us. Caprari! But Di Gregorio easily there to collect. Let me stop the ticker here at 45 minutes, 9 seconds. We got a couple minutes of stoppage here. Conceição playing with a little fire there. Yeah, you guys are right on Kalulu. He's putting in a little bit of a shocker there. I think Savona looks a little shaky today. It's a little shaky across the back, really. McKennie defensively today. Starting to bring up some question marks about him back there. But that leaves Gatti, who I actually think, at least defensively, has been okay. Colt Miners with a big intervention, too, at the back there. So Kalulu, McKennie, and Savona defensively, you got to step it up. And if Savona doesn't have the defensive game on point, well, he's not bringing a ton offensively, so that's really what he's got to have going for him. Come on. Caprari playing it forward again. Now slot to the outside. Kyriakopoulos. Slowed down. Into Caprari, who's catching up now. It's kind of their playmaker, but between Chico and Nico, they slow him down. Force him out to Bianchi, and that's a garbage switch field. That's going to let us regroup. Probably see the last 30 seconds out before going into halftime with the 2-1 lead. Yeah, too much pizza for Mac at the Moise Keane release party. It's hilarious. Yeah, he was just attacking that pizza. Like, dear God. Seven seconds here. Juve in possession. Kalulu going back for Di Gregorio. And we got to shut down for halftime, everybody, okay? So there you go. 2-1. Well, I tell you, it's a good positive start. There are some definite good things that we're doing. More through balls than I've seen in quite some time. I think we could do it even more. You definitely notice the difference. We noticed it in the Copa match with Yildiz. You see it now today with Gonzalez. It makes a big difference having a playmaker in those roles. So those are good. The negative is something we've seen happening, is that the goals we concede are garbage, everybody. We're allowing garbage goals. And why do we fall asleep immediately after scoring? That wasn't the case earlier in the season. Earlier, you would score and we would look solid after scoring. It was everything up until that point. So for some reason, somewhere along the lines here, we have started to just concede garbage goals and fall asleep immediately after scoring. So ramp it up. Smell the blood. Step on the throats. I don't understand, but put this team under fire away. Yes, the prediction, Nico and McKennie on a set piece. The prediction's good, but I did call 2-0. I'm not happy with the goal conceded, okay? But like I said, there's some definite positives in there. Storm the barn, fire away. We're going to go through this thing. I'm going to hit you with the stats. So, you've got big chances created by Juventus, 2. No big chances created by Monza, which... it's kind of funny. I'd probably consider that last sequence a big chance. That was a huge block from Colt Miners in the area. 8 total attempts for them. 5 total attempts for us. So again, while this is all nice, this is all good as far as the possession goes. 62% possession for us. 38% for them. 5 total attempts to walk away with. It's got to be better. You got to get more. You got to put them under. Too cute. Too cute in attacking from Alex P? Absolutely. Absolutely. If we're going to talk about that, way too cute. But there's not much to really say here other than at the back it's shaky. And it's Weston McKennie shaky defensively. He's your goal scorer on the set piece, but defensively shaky. Kalulu, I don't think I've seen Kalulu look this bad this season. He looks off. Very off. Gatti's one of the better ones at the back. Even Savona looking very questionable. Some very, very shaky, unconvincing clearances. Has to be clean. Has to be cleaned up there. Okay? Has to be cleaned up there. We're going to go through ratings. Di Gregorio, 6.6. Savona, 6.4. Gatti, 6.8. Kalulu, 6.3. McKennie, 7.4 coming out of that half. Locatelli and Cope Miners, both around the same. 7.2 and Cope Miners, 7.3. I still see instances Cope Miners kind of has that handbrake on. I got to see him pick it up, okay? Got to see him pick it up. Conceição, 6.7. Nico, 7.2. Yildiz at 6.7. Vlahovic at 6.7. Hard to argue. I think up top there, Gonzalez definitely looking the best out of the bunch there. Yildiz made a couple good through runs. Conceição made one good through run. But again, I need more from those guys. And if you're going to make those runs, keep doing them. Keep them on their heels at the back. And even if you take a defender, even if you keep them honest of that, what you do is allow that midfielder to just make that next progression. Even if it's not you. You still have to make those movements. A little too much standing. So let's ramp it up. Let's get the Storm the Bards in here. We got a lot of Storm the Barn, so I'll probably get into this. As far as the call-ins go, probably going to do them post-match. Let's see how much we get into here. What is my favorite number? And do you like Berto or Alberto? So, favorite number, I actually have kind of a couple. If you're talking about, so 10 and 21. Those are the ones I love. I don't mind 5 at all, but 10 is the one, obviously. Growing up, 10, my guy, okay? It went from Baggio to Del Piero seamlessly. It's 10. As for Berto or Alberto, I don't mind either, all right? But Berto's good. Kalulu has been very poor today. Do you think we should try Savona as the center back paired with Gatti? He has played center back and right back for next year. If you're talking about straight up today, pick your poison because I think Savona has also looked questionable. So I ain't going to go with that. So for me, you're riding it out with Kalulu here. I think you just tell everybody to just keep it simple. At the back there, at the end of the day, if you're not next to somebody or you're find a check. Just when you're struggling, find a check. Just take somebody out of the game. Seriously. They just got to get simple. And McKennie's got to simplify too. He's trying to cut out that ball, jumping and lunging. Just run back with your man and he doesn't make that cut to goal. And saves us that entire sequence. Just keep it simple. Don't try to make the crazy plays, but definitely not switching Savona into the center for second half. Not me anyways. What else are we rolling with here? Charles, it looks like we're conceding another in the second half. Perhaps an equalizer. Looks like a scary prospect. It's shaky. It's shaky at the back. Way too shaky than it should be. So I still think if we ramp things up, we also have at least another goal in this game. The sequences that they had also were let-ups from us. So, and again, both after scoring. Smarten up, Juve. Come on. Jack Crispy, thoughts on getting Kalulu off and moving Luca back there and Fagioli in? Again, as good as it was against Cagliari, you obviously can see that we look a little bit more shaky today, but it's quicker. It's quicker. I still question his pace back there. I'm not going to make that move right now. I'm not going to make that move. Like I said, I'll go back out there with Kalulu and kind of ride that. I'm going to ride that. I wouldn't make that change. But that's an interesting shout for sure. We got some changes in tactics from recent games. One-touch football, really high pressing at certain points, scoring from set pieces, sleeping after scoring. Well, these are the trends, right? Some good and then bad. Unfortunately, the bad ones really, really making these games way more intense than they need to be. Sadly and unfortunately. Vincenzo G, subs. Not immediately. But this game could call at some point for Fagioli. It could call for Fagioli. And to be honest, if we don't see something pick up on the flanks, it's a little too relaxed out there. One of these guys has to start doing a little bit more, at least get on those legs. Like I said, the through balls, give your guys the options, at least open things up to get the ball across. Chico, towards the end, started moving in centrally. I like when he does that. When we have the ball on the far side, you don't need to stay glued to the sideline. Get in an area where you can maybe create damage. It was his cross that we got the second goal off of because he crossed it to the back. McKennie ended up saving it, played it in. It was either him or Savona, but it all kind of started from him getting in and then opening up the avenue for Savona to get over there. We got to get it working. Mbangula, I would probably look at getting in this game. I'm not even kidding you. And maybe Yildiz is the one that comes out because Nico Gonzalez ain't going anywhere the way he's playing. He's looking really, really good in this game. So, yeah, I'd maybe look at that. Thuram, I don't see Thuram as a absolute necessity in this game. Right now, the way it's sitting, we gotta kill them. We have to kill them off. We don't have to worry about totally shutting them down because we're still going to dominate possession. We have to break teams down. We have to kill teams that play like this against us. So if I'm thinking subs, I'm thinking Mbangula, I'm thinking Fagioli, to be honest. Thoughts on Nico on the 10? Love it. Absolutely love it. My shout was Yildiz and Nico rotate in that role. One of the things we wanted to see was if he was going to switch out him and Yildiz and create some type of fluidity between the two of them. That hasn't happened at all. It's pretty much been Nico in the 10 and whatnot. But I like it. He's very, very close to Vlahovic. He's also dropping out when he needs to in order to help move that ball and progress. So very, very happy with Nico's performance. One of the best players coming out of that first half. Nico, easily. Mateo C, our defense looks terrible, very suspect. Do you think it's because we focus too much on the attacking phases since we know we can't break down a bus? It's hard to pinpoint one exact specific thing, but I tell you what I don't like. I don't like the attitude after we score. I don't like this lack of fight to get the ball back immediately and continue on where you left off. It's just very, very relaxed. I'm not happy about it. I don't like it. I think that's a major emphasis. I don't think it's so much focus on the attacking phase. It's controlling possession and knowing that a team's going to try and hit you on the counters, but we're making some very, very poor decisions across the back. It's not just one guy that's struggling. Today we look terrible defensively because it's three guys that are struggling in that phase. It's McKennie, it's Kalulu, and it's Savona. On the first goal, that first goal that we conceded, that one goal we conceded, there's no reason that guy needs to be all alone. Birindelli coming from the backside. How does nobody? And they didn't have a mess of numbers in the area. They didn't have a mess of players in the area. They had two other guys in there. How does, between all these other players, even midfielders, McKennie, Kalulu, Cope Miners, etc., how is he able to be uncontested for a hit like that coming in? That is just being asleep at the wheel. So, yeah, with three guys struggling across the back, I could definitely see the shouts to make a change, but I still say we were controlling so much that I wouldn't jump to do that. I would just probably give them the message to simplify, because it's way overcomplicated back there. But that is a brutal. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Davide. Absolutely brutal and shocking goal to concede. It's honestly, it's garbage. It's garbage to concede goals like that. We did fortunately get back on the right side with the 2-1. Okay, the second goal. And again, that's good fight. That's good work. We see Thuram warming up. Maybe he does get called in to just be this monster that breaks things up and shuts things down. You can make that argument and pull Cope Miners out of there, but I still say I push really hard the opening 10 to 15 and push for that third goal. So I'd leave things the same to push for that third goal. We still dominating possession. Monza goal. You think the error of Kalulu or good move on the forbidden daily? I think it's a breakdown at the back post between several bodies like I was mentioning there. I really, really don't like it. Really, really don't like it. But I'm starting the second half pushing. I'm starting the second half pushing for that third. And there you go. Skanga's with me. We ride or die. 100%. Take some risks. And you guys, you know what? I'm starting to get bad vibes with this kit. This yellow kit. Give me a kit. Name a kit. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to switch it up to go. Should I switch it up or should I just leave it since we're in the lead? What do you think? Do I switch it up? Do I switch it up? You think the kits? Maybe if I switch the kits, the defense will start looking more solid? What do you think? Do I switch it up? Name me a kit. Give me a season. Give me a season to switch it up to. If we're going to switch. Paulo's saying leave it. Skanga saying shirtless. No. Home kit. Switch it to the home kit. 18-19 home kit. Switch. Not leave it on. Oh my God. We got too many. It's going to a poll, everybody. We're going to the poll. Okay. Watch out for Berto's poll. Easy. All right. Switch kit. Yes or no? There it is. You guys make the call, and then we'll pick one. 100% switch the kit. Okay, let's see what we got cooking here. 75% switch. We got to decide this quick. Oh, it's high for switch. 65%. 1920. 2019, if you got, which one was the 2019? 2018. Oh, that's the H. 2017-18 is the nice one with the white collar, white cuffs. 2018-19, that's the half and half. No, 2018-19 was the H. 62% are changing it. Okay. There was this one. There's this one. Executive decision. Executive decision. End the poll. Let's go. Executive decision. All right. We got the teams coming out of the tunnel. We went 17-18 here, taking it back. Taking it back. Cherry be too nasty. Ordering barbecue. Ordering barbecue. Man, I love grilling. Love grilling. Now we're cooking, he says. This kit is underrated. This kit is a beauty. The only knock I have on this kit is the placement of these. If this had the Copa badge right over the Adidas logo and the Scudetto was in the middle, like this collar was maybe just a little bit shorter with the button up. That's like my only knock on this thing. Especially like the Copa is just so high. It's like on your trap pretty much. That's my only knock on this kit. By the way, there's a fun kit battle video coming out one of these days. It's a short we did, and shout out to the official fan club Vancouver, Jeremy, my friend there. He sent it in, gave me like a ton of kits and said winner goes on, so we randomized the order. I had a lot of fun with it. Maybe a hot take near the end. We'll see. I look forward to hearing from all of you what you think and what your ranks would have been. And guys, by all means, especially everybody that's in the members chat for the AJC members, jump in there. Like, you have ideas, you want to see something, by all means, we will deliver. All right, we're getting ready for second half kickoff, everybody. I got 9 seconds to get the ticker back into sync. McKenny and Gatti waiting for them to come back. Kenny might have taken a little longer, but he's still trying to digest that pizza he just devoured. But you know what? Listen to Moise Keane rap, eat pizza. I know what I'm picking. Give me that damn pizza. I'm with you, Wes. I'm with you. Taram coming in for Colt Miners. Wow. There you go. And there you go. So he's not waiting. He wants to change it up. And to be honest, we talked about it. You could see that. You could see making that sub. No problems with it. We got second half kickoff. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Let's get that third, everybody. Waiting to sync up the timer. And we are now synced up. Time to cook. By the way, huge shout out. Dude, you are an absolute gem. All right. Rick Owsey, our boy from the land down under. All right. JCD Melbourne official fan club. Gifted 5 memberships. All right. So massive, massive shout out. Appreciate the support. Running out of words for the support getting out of you guys. Okay. But absolutely love it. And he says that's because you taken the jersey off, Saluti. Oh yeah, the R. Kelly trial evidence piece there. Not a big fan for some. Oh, crossed in, and that's headed out. That's Locatelli. Come on, you guys, jump on this now. Shout out to Rick Owsey. Appreciate the support. And anybody that gets gifted these and collects those memberships, reach out if you want to get into the private chat. All right, so let's go. Start scoring some goals here. We got to contend this first. Kyriakopoulos heading over to take the corner. Juve set to defend it. We now have Kefren Turam in the match, and Colt Miners has been substituted out of it. This one going back post. Di Gregorio coming out to punch. Bondo trying to strike this one in. Nico Gonzalez collects. Oh, way too far ahead of Yildiz there. So he was trying to break away. They do collect. Monza does, and go all the way back to Torati, the keeper. Let's get on this ball, everybody, and get that next one. You got to find the third. Have to find the third. Kefren Turam coming in, and probably a move to try and help break things up defensively. Oh, there's Turam breaking it up, winning it immediately. Inside. Oh, little cheeky heel pass there from Nico, but caught even his teammates off guard. Now they're running back at us. This is Bianco lining up a hit. Parried away by Di Gregorio. Mota slips, and McKenny pounces on that there. Wins it. Fights off the challenge. Playing it forward. Vlahovic giving chase. Oh, nice cut. There's space there. Sending it out for Chico. There's a lot of space here. Kyriakopoulos coming to help Carboni. He's got 2 in front of him. Cuts out. Feints. And he's just holding here, waiting for some options. Guys, give him something. Out to Locatelli. Over to Turam. Finding Yildiz. Oh, take him on. Oh, short side rip. Forces a save from Turati. That's fine. That's fine. Don't put your head down. Don't worry about it, Yildiz. That's a good hit. Obviously, you want to try and go low across goal, maybe get a rebound for your teammates, but don't worry about it. I'd rather have you guys ripping than not, so let's go. Let's get on this. Let's get on this set piece. So Cope Miner's out. Yildiz is going to deliver this one. It's going to be an in-swinger coming off our left flank. Here we go. Some shouts being made by Nico. Here's the ball in from Yildiz. This is a good one. Curling into the back post, but challenge made and contact made with Durati, so it's going to be blown down for foul. 48 minutes, 42 seconds. 2-1 Juve. Oh, come on. All the time, Fubo. How fitting the first two letters in Fubo are FU, because this is what they do to me every time second half of matches. It just starts crapping out. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Garbage. Guys. Oh. Not happy. I feel like Costanza or George is getting angry. Getting angry. Madonna. Guys, seriously. Seriously. What the hell is going on? Adductor issue with Cope Miners. Ouch. That's no good. He's going into the triangle. Okay, I'm back on the feed now. Thank God. 50 minutes, 14 seconds. 2-1. McKenny's on the ball here. Now going back for Locatelli. To Kalulu. Over to Loca. To Yildiz. In for Thuram, back to Yildiz. Nice little play on the sideline. Moving it up for Thuram. Look at how strong he is on this ball. Come on, keep driving. Keeps driving, but finally, between three of them, they win the ball back. D'Ambrosio to Turati. Launch forward, Locatelli. Should be earning a foul in the back there. Nothing given. But we do win the ball back. Play it back to Di Gregorio. He fires it out to Savona on the right. He's going to move it forward here, carrying it. Bianco watching him. Out to Chico. Overlap coming now on Conceição. Cuts inside. Into Locatelli. Back out for Chico. Nico Gonzalez now moves in. Here's a cross. Going over the back post, but no attack on it. Headed out by Pereira. Felt like we should have been attacking that one there. Come on, 51 minutes, 29 seconds. Juve's going to find themselves on another corner. Yildiz again, set to take it from the left side. It's 5-1 in favor of Juve on corner kicks. See if we can find another one. Already struck on one set piece. Yildiz. The ball sent in. Oh, that's a good one too. Can head it towards goal. Headed back, Savona collects. All the way to Locatelli at half, and Fubo's going to crap out again. Come on. This is crazy. Every time. Every single game. Second half. I don't get it. And everybody that's watching on Fubo's is like, oh no, Fubo's working great, so you just keep picking at the scab for me here. Yeah, it's just, this is what it's doing. It's just in and out. Constantly in and out. Sucks. Come on, you guys. I'm at 52 minutes, 45 seconds, but it's frozen. So it's not... Just loading up. This is a joke. Okay, another corner. Now we're level at 53 minutes, 8 seconds. Infuriating, guys. Infuriating. Here we go. Yildiz, another corner. This is another good one. Oh, moving in there, but just couldn't direct it towards goal. That was Nico Gonzalez again. Man, he's getting up there. They're putting Thuram at back post. I kind of want Thuram like right in the mixer there, right in the heart of that. Ball played forward. Bondo's easily going to be challenged out there by Gatti, out-muscling him. Winning the ball back to Savona. Now to Kalulu. Kalulu struggling in the first half. One of 3 at the back, to be fair, as Savona was struggling. As well as McKennie defensively anyways. Move it back to Locatelli now. Carrying it through the middle. Feints on a switch. Now switches it out for McKennie. And he's pushed backwards. Now he's going to switch the field to Locatelli. Has Gatti to his left. And he immediately bypasses to go to Savona. Drops it off for Chico. Overlaps. Inside the middle to Nico. Here's a hit. Right at Dorati. I'm surprised he punched. Oh, and we let him off the hook with a foul there on Conceição. 55th minute. 2-1 Juventus. Keep pressing, keep pressing. Man, that shot was right at Tarati. Very, very surprised. He opted to pawn that thing away. Yeah, huge day to the broadcaster because he's doing the same thing now. Just brutal. So the ball ends up with Di Gregorio on a long Route 1 from Monza. And now he rolls it out to Kalulu on his left. Let's see if we can find this third. Come on. Push for this here. Kalulu makes a run up the left here. Oh, inside to McKennie. Now out to Locatelli as we make a move up the right flank. Out to Conceição. Has Savona ahead of him on the right with the overlap. Cuts inside. Switches it out for McKennie. God, get that ball out of your feet. To Yildiz. Here we go. Oh, nobody able to get to that ball. Locatelli wins it and we keep them pinned. Trying to go over the top 4. Vlahovic. Bondo now. Trying to just recover this one. Get it out of trouble. Chico pounces on it. Just couldn't get around his man. That's a handball there, but nothing doing. Oh my God. And then we go all the way back for foul. This one on Bianco. Oh yeah, there's a step there. There's a stomp there. Yellow card for Chico on that play. Okay. So for anybody keeping tabs, you got Pereira on a yellow. You've got Conceição on a yellow now. 57 minutes, 10 seconds, 2-1. Bianco still down. Yeah, that one's going to suck. That one's going to sting for a bit, but come on. Yeah, Zarati's hands are trampolines. Need to punish. I'm shocked he took that shot and decided the play was to parry it away and put his defender under. Crazy. Crazy stuff. This is amazing. Monza players are acting like they're traversing Normandy Beach. Oh my god. I love that. That's gold. That's gold. One of the top comments today. Headed down by Monza. Thuram cleans it up, plays it forward. Nico Gonzalez at it there, but it's going to get called for the handball. Nico not happy about it. Monza trying to restart quickly through D'Ambrosio. Quick little touch to Bondo. Now over to the left for Mari. Move it up for Kyriakopoulos. Cuts inside. Has Bianco there. Skips him. Goes to Bondo. Now on the outside. Pereira. Back to D'Ambrosio. Into Bondo. The two exchanged several times. Here's pressure from Vlahovic. Forcing him back. All the way back to Torati. And just keep pressing them. Go back. Push them. Yeah, force this through one, then win it. There's McKennie winning it, and there you go. You got possession. Yildiz. Thuram now up for McKennie. Oh, that's a good through ball. Just too much heat on it for Nico. Almost caught them immediately. That's better. Force the ball out, win it, and attack. Come on. Way too complacent. Way too passive. Let's go. Find that third. Kill this team off. Caprari with the switch for Kyriakopoulos, moving up the left flank, playing it in for Bianco, being watched by Locatelli, ball played through, and they're going to just shield this one out. A lot of work to do there from Gatti, but he does so wonderfully. Closing in, 60-minute mark. We're here, everybody. 2-1 Juventus. Di Gregorio now. On the outside for Gatti. To Savona. Played up that flank for Gatti. He's running onto it. Oh, little cheeky flip as he tried to get by Kyriakopoulos there. It's blocked. And we have Cambiaso taking some directions. Just getting back into the squad list. He's going to start his warm-ups, it looks like. And end up coming in. And if you are going to bring in Cambiaso, my question to the chat would be, are you going to take Savona or are you going to take McKennie off? Oh my god, they just carved us on a couple passes, chewing up that flank. Because I'm going to be quite honest, out of the two of them in this game, and we still need to kill it, we still need another goal, I probably pick Savona, to be honest, if it's up to me. Like, I'm thinking you need to think about goals, not about sitting back. We got a corner to contest. Here it is, in swinger, and Di Gregorio comes out and collects wonderfully. Course playing against his former side. Winning goalkeeper of the year in Serie with Monza. Facing more balls than Mia Khalifa did during that time. That's a lot. Savona, back to Di Gregorio. And he's launching this one Vlahovic's way. Headed, trying to find Chico Conceição. It's a bit flat-footed there. Putting pressure now, though. Forcing Monza backwards. Bianco in the middle here. Beats. Splits Chico and Vlahovic. Moves it forward. We're up that left flank again. Here's Bondo. Being watched by Thuram. Forces him back. Carboni now inside. Birindelli. Back to Carboni. Kyriakopoulos. Inside. Little heel pass from Mota to Caprari. Out to Pereira. Here's a cross. Oh, headed out, and Nico comes out and clears. Oh, you guys. I think we're going to see some changes here now. This was Locatelli settling this one down, and Gonzalez stepping in and hammering home to give us the 2-1 lead. Big goal. Good performance from Nico. It appears he's coming in, but yeah, I don't like how much we're defending. I don't think we need to. We should still be controlling this team. Second half in terms of possession is 54% still in favor of us, but in comparison we were 62% in the first half. Large periods of time where we were really controlling the game, and we need to get back to that. Too much of a split here in the second. Cambiaso making his way in. Oh, Thuram missed that head. That's a volley. That's a big block there from Savona. So it is Nico Gonzalez that has been moved. McKennie has been moved into the midfield to make way for Cambiaso. Great showing from Nico Gonzalez. Finishes with a 7.3 officially, and I totally agree with that. There's Thuram. A very, very passive second half from Juve. Playing in the lead, trying to control things out, but I do think we need to push. We've looked too shaky at the back. One goal is nothing. And when you look shaky at the back, it's different if you're solid there. This is a lovely 1-2 between Thuram and Yildiz, streaking up the left flank. Ball in! Oh, missed the touch there from Vlahovic, being watched by Carboni. They are going to shield it out at the opposite side by Kyrgiopoulos, and Monza will take the goal kick. But oh my God, just trying a little touch there from Vlahovic. Good dangerous ball in there. He gets a touch but just can't direct it towards goal. That's better though. Keep pushing. 65 minutes, 43 seconds. Played into the middle here. Locatelli coming through, playing it forward, and that's collected nicely there by Vlahovic. Yildiz now in the middle, and we tried to hit him. That was Cambiaso. Pass easily cut out. Bondo now up to Birindelli. Birindelli, the goal scorer for Monza now. Dropping it off to Bondo on the right flank. A lot of space in the middle here for Caprari. Too much space. Close it down. McKennie does, finally. D'Ambrosio back to Bondo. Man, we had like 6 across the back there here. Get to your midfield options here, your checks, and let's get this ball back. Little flick on, chested down, stopping for Caprari, drop back out to Birindelli. And that's lovely from Cambiaso to step in, get in the way, shut the entire thing down. Beautiful defensive play there. Come on. I ain't going to lie to you, Tuna. Would be lovely if we get a world-class, but I will take any goal at this moment. One goal leaves me feeling very, very uneasy with how we've looked at the back today. Oh, yes, Yildiz headed over. Vlahovic overruns here. Out to Yildiz. Take your man on. Take your man on. Oh, low shot. Blocked. Monza still trying to see it out. That's got to be better from Yildiz there. Oh, and that's a foul. You know what? Yildiz hasn't had the best of days today. Hasn't had the best of days. And that's a weak shot. That particular one's a very, very weak shot. Earns a foul there. Birindelli through the back. We can have a set piece here. Throw it in the mixer. Get some bodies into that. Gatti, Thuram, Kalulu, etc. McKennie. Get your big men in there and try to find that third. Make it greasy if you have to. I like Locatelli being on this. If you remember last game, the corner kicks he was delivering were awesome. So let's go. Sends one in. It's curling in. Looking Gatti's way. Gets cut out. Last second. Savona on it here. Scans. Tries to head out towards Yildiz. Looked like he was caught between thoughts there on Yildiz. With that ball being sent from Savona in the end. Doesn't get anything to it. Oh, this is easily cut out. Played in. Oh, the touch. But Luca sends it. Oh, just gets stepped in front. Didn't draw anywhere near enough contact to be looking for a PK, but he still lobbies for it. Danny Mota on it for Monza. They got space. Running back at us. To the outside now. Kirikopoulos. Watched by Savona. Here's a cross coming in. Headed out. Back out to Savona. Being pressed. And we can't get it out. Carboni now saves it. Good work there. Conceição into Thuram. Played ahead, but to nobody. Easily cut out. Caprari on it now. They're going to swing it out to the right. Come on, you guys. You got to sharpen up. Way too deep here. We're way too deep. Bondo. To the outside. Birindelli. Feints across. Played in at feet. And there it is. Dropped out. There's D'Ambrosio. And thank God it's him because he sucks and he misses the net. But this has to be better. Has to be better, guys. Come on. We're literally dropping off completely right now. Playing with fire at the 2-1. The give and goes, the through balls, like the good ideas are there. They're only there in glimpses though. Like if you think back to the first half, we had some great sequences. But it's few and far between. This is crazy. Pick up the line and play the game. Kill it out. Let's go. You had a team in the first half that was being pushed back completely. To the point they had like 8 in the box. Like, let's go. Push them back. Get on the ball. Win the ball back quickly. Find that third. Aerial ball easily headed down. Now Cambiasso, they're trying to take him on, but he comes in, cleans up, and Kalulu comes in and just blasts this friggin' thing out for a throw-in. Close it in on 71 minutes through here. Schifo from Davide. Schifo. Bondo. Here forward. On the flank for Kirikopoulos. Danny Mota dropping way back beyond the midfielders to try and get in this play. D'Ambrosio here. Over to Birindelli. Trying to carry forward. That's going to get cut out by Kalulu. Locatelli now forward for Vlahovic. And the pass is just a muffin. Easily cut out. And that's what pisses me off. You ramp up your energy, pick up that pace when what? When you make an errant pass? Play like that the entire way. That's a hand to the face of McKennie here. I seem to remember stop and play when a guy headed a ball earlier. But we're going to let him go. Because this ref's an absolute joke. Serie has zero consistency. Birindelli, oh, that's a lovely play. Mota's second touch probably messed him up and put him off there. In the end, never threatens goal, but that's a lovely one too. We're sleeping. We are sleeping. Don't think about the panettone too quick there, Juve. 2-1 is nothing. Don't be thinking about that panettone yet. Di Gregorio, out to Cambiasso. Into Thuram, back to Cambiasso. Absolutely pinned here to Kalulu. Trying to go up the line for Yildiz. Little touch to Locatelli. Locatelli finding Vlahovic. A touch forward for McKennie. He can give pressure. See, That is where Conceição has to read that. He has got to read that on that far side. Attack that ball because you could see the pressure they're putting him on there. He's going to go back to keeper. And you would have had yourself. You would have had yourself all alone. You would have found yourself. Thuram over to Cambiasso. To Yildiz. It is very, very stale. Second half. In McKennie. Plays it out to Chico. Heads it right in when he's making an overlap heading down the line. And you could see that in front of you. Just the mistakes. The mental errors. And we just lost any type of fluidity, rhythm, danger that we had in the first half. It's just dead this second half. Cambiasso into McKennie. Doing everything he can just to even collect that and maintain with it. He does win a foul in the end. 74 minutes, 5 seconds, 2-1 Juve. Quick restart out to Savona. In the middle to Locatelli. He's carrying it forward. Trying to get away from Caprari, who's putting pressure. And the announcer saying, isn't this risky from Juventus? What? Just hanging on one goal? Not even looking really to strike a third? Yeah, of course it is. Especially how bunk your Diaz looked today. Thuram. Over to Savona. So slow. We don't give a shit about a third goal. This is brutal. Locatelli into Gatti now. Mota coming in to close down on him. He gets away. Into McKennie. Over to Chico. Come on, find that third. Push. Attack. This is going back post. Oh, headed back towards goal. Tarati. And Gatti just throws it back. It's blocked. Locatelli comes back, wins it. They're appealing for handball, nothing doing. Now we got him pinned. Come on. And Locatelli telling Yildiz to make that through run at least would open up for Cambiasso, but he does late. You don't need to explain these things. Come on. Pick it up, lads. Out to Savona. We got 3 bodies in the area. And we're not going to force. Give them an opportunity to turn over. We're just going to knock it about. But this is where some 1-2s will kind of cut teams up. But we just don't do that. And we're not too aggressive about a third goal. We're just going to sit on one. We're going to play, see if something develops for a third, but not go out of our way to really create that. Not going to push too hard. There's a little ball in from Yildiz, dummied by Cambiasso, making its way out. Thuram, twisting and turning about 35 yards out. Locatelli in there for Vlahovic. It's one back, and then a cheap foul. We don't care about finding a third. We don't care about finding a third goal. We're playing bullshit. We're just playing bullshit football right now, you guys. It's ugly. Slow, ugly, predictable. Just see this thing out is what we're playing. We're possessing for the sake of possessing. That's it. Oh, Gatti cleans that one up. Thankfully, that would have been danger. Now Conceição turns on Bianco. Running up the pitch. Still running up the pitch. Double team going to come in. He does cut through. No foul as they did get ball. Played inside. Cambiasso now just absolutely goes right through the man. Absolutely destroyed him on that. Holy. Ugly, ugly, ugly second half, lads. Stats right now, 59% total possession for Juve. 4 big chances created by Juventus. 14 attempts for both sides. 2-1. But in the second half, 55% possession for us. 2 big chances. But 6 attempts for them, 9 for us. Here's a shot from Bondo. Always sailing high. The statistics don't give you the vibes with two big chances created by Juve in the second half. I'm kind of curious as to what these big chances were that they're counting, because it definitely didn't feel this way. Second half has felt really, really drab from Juventus. Yildiz, there's a touch. He's all alone in the center here. And he's trying to thread the needle to Vlahovic. Just take your man on, man. You're 1v1. Straight ahead. Top of the area. Out to McKennie on the left now. To Thuram. Nobody's moving. Nobody's doing much. Here's Vlahovic. Trying to get into the air. Trying to turn his man. Oh, trying to get a foul. Hands on him. But nothing doing. You're not going to get any gimmies here. The ref lost his footing. Goes down. The most entertaining thing of the second half. Here's a cross. Curling in. Going to the back post. And Cambiasso has to get over there. Heads it. And it does go all the way across for a throw-in. Closing in on the 10-minute mark remaining, everybody. D'Ambrosio. Lovely, lovely plays there, man. Lovely. Tiki-taki right out of the friggin' sideline that you're standing right in front of. Ya mutt. Hey, thank you. Much appreciated. Liking the watch alongs because I give respectable play-by-play. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I try my best. Yeah, Vlahovic really looking for one there. Come on, man. Arms down. Get up. Let's go. Petagna. They got Petagna at Monza, eh? The fridge, as I call him. Oh, into Locatelli. Little touch forward. Vlahovic trying to battle. Ended up losing it in the air. Now they switch it out. Kyriakopoulos moving up that left flank. Stops. Conceição taking a little piece there. Advantage given here. Bondo's on it again. Little play inside. Mota again. He likes those little backheel rolls there. Churia, shot, that's blocked. Still out at the top. Now out to Birindelli. One touch cross in. Blocked by Cambiasso. Into Thuram. Ooh. They're all over us. Oh, Churia. Sent in Kalulu. And now Thuram sends it out. Conceição. Foul there. Stopping Kyriakopoulos, who did win it and was going in a good position. Oh my God, man. And Conceição's on a yellow, so he's got to be careful, everybody. He's got to be careful. Got to be careful here with Chico. Maybe, just maybe, you take him out. Get Bangula in. Slot Yildiz over. There is only 9 minutes left, but I mean, they're pushing and we're sitting back here, so... Guys, I don't like this, okay? With 82nd minute, 2-1, we've been drab second half. Di Gregorio shouting orders here on the set piece. Just waiting for the official to give the go-ahead on the set piece. Juve still discussing instructions amongst themselves. And we have a substitute coming in. Oh my God, this mutt. Izzo's coming in. Izzo's such a mutt. Here we go, set piece. They do opt to go out to Birindelli out in the corner. He's going to cross this one in, and out comes Di Gregorio. I think that was a terrible decision by them, but I'll take it. And it is launched But Yildiz does not have the pace. That is one hell of a throw. Holy smokes. These guys can just absolutely launch it. Maybe it's just more impressive for me because my shoulder is just ruined after surgery there. I couldn't even imagine doing that. Not to that extent. Oh. And we got an opportunity for a fast break there to come right back at them and make 2 quick passes to send through, and we don't even hit the first one. Vlahovic missing McKennie. Now Monza running back at us. Again, always Kyriakopoulos on that left flank. Savona pushing him back. Conceição watching now. Now into Bianco. Has Bondo next to him. Ops away from that. Going out to Itzo's just come into the match. And now back out for Birindelli. Up the line is Churia. Here's a cross coming in. Headed down by Kalulu. McKennie coming in to collect. He's in our area. Twisting, turning before dropping to Gatti, who just pops it forward for Vlahovic. Great work from Vlahovic. Earns a foul there. Vlahovic saying, get your card out. It's been happening the entire time. Pablo Mari doing what he's got to and battling there, but good battles there from Vlahovic. He's working his ass off. That's what I need to see. We've got Adzic and Imbangula set to come in. Vlahovic is one of the substitutions and Conceição is the other. We're at 84 minutes, 35 seconds. It's 2-1. Come on. This is, not the attitude I want to see in the second half of a game like this, and how difficult we've made life in the second half. Thuram missing that one, but Yildiz collects. Goes back to Cambiaso. To Kalulu. We're just going back to Di Gregorio. Touch over to Cambiaso. It's 85 minutes, 34 seconds. 2-1 for Juventus. And again, just playing this possession, game management type game, which is risky business on just one goal. And this one's going route one, but Gatti heads it down. Thuram now into Adzic. Out to Cambiaso. Over to Yildiz. In for Thuram. Adzic just found a little space ahead. Thuram's going to run at this back line. Running at Itzo. Oh, tried to get cheeky with a little pop to the back corner. And missing the top bins. That would have been a nice sealer. Inject that into the veins if Thuram could be ice cold there with a finish like that. But nothing doing. We got to sweat it out here. 86 minutes, 30 seconds, 2-1. Yeah, I'm going to say the same when it comes to Fagioli. You know, Alex B. Who does Fagioli need to opt to get a freaking chance? This is ridiculous. I was calling for it earlier if you were going to make a change. But my mentality is not one to go out into a game like this with an opponent that you should be imposing yourselves on and killing it off. I had Fagioli as the first one up into this game. Coach picked Thuram, which I also get with the defense that is struggling. But now with this many changes, Fagioli constantly overlooked. And yeah, can you blame a guy for saying he wants to leave and wants minutes when this is happening consistently? Thuram reads that backheel pass immediately. Played to the outside. Cambiaso lets up and they just slide it out through Churia. 87 minutes, 30 seconds. Vlahovic is pissed on the bench there. Thrown in for Yildiz, but the touch is directly to Bondo, and now he's running at us. He's got Kyrgiakopoulos to his left, making a move there. Imbangula is at the right wing right now. Yildiz has remained. He's at the left. This is a through ball sent in. Oh, everything for Bianco just to try and get to it. In the end, he hits it, and it's just at the side net. You know, through balls, pushing for goals, something we should have done, you know, the second half to kill this game. But here we are. "88 minutes, 30 seconds. Hey, Fagioli! You're going to get 2 minutes. Thanks, coach. And how are you going to know if the guy's usable for you? Or you can even you're giving him 2 minutes. You're giving him 2 minutes. What? He's going to get continuity from that? He's going to get some type of rhythm from that? Oh, handball here. This is in a dangerous spot. Oh, he called no. Massa said no. Oh my goodness. They stopped for a second though. I thought he called it. I even thought I heard whistle. Interesting. Kyrgiakopoulos trying to send it in Bangula. Oh, to Adzic, to Savona. Getting pushed back. Trying to come up this flank. Inside Bangula. Out again. And then this one's blocked out for Juventus throw. Adzic. Playing it off Madi there. 2-1. It's in tight. Yeah, they look like McKennie there. Wanted it. Would have been a set piece in a very dangerous spot. Nothing doing. And McKennie's going to be the one to make way for Nicolo Fagioli at the 90th minute. 90th minute sub for Fagioli. It's a shame. Four minutes of stoppage time, everybody. Okay, we got 4 minutes. Locatelli to Savona. He just pumps this one. Route 1. Izzo's watching it all the way back into Taratti's hands. He's going to roll it out. Palomari on it. Back to Taratti. Light pressure from Juve just to force him to get this out of his feet. He's going Route 1. Gatti goes up for it. Stops to Savona. He pumps it forward. Mari on it. Plays it right back into the mixer. Gatti goes up for it, but Kalulu comes in and cleans this up. Settled at the top. Foul. Foul. Nothing doing. Monza running right back at us. Cambiasso now watching the moves from Churia. And there's a cross going to the back post. Holy smokes. They tried to jump on it. On the backside was Kyrgiakopoulos, but can't keep it in play. Goal kick coming up for Juventus. Holy God, you guys. I mean, it's better defensively here in the second half than it was the first, but this is still a game I think you're making more challenging, more difficult for yourself. If you're playing with fire, there's no need to either. No need for us to play so passive when you controlled so much in the first half. This is a game you kill, not a game you get put under and tested. This is not Man City. It's fucking Monza, guys. My God. My God. Churia. To the back for Izzo. Mari. To Bondo. Monza working it around the outside here. Bondo still working centrally. Trying to open up a little bit of space. Carrying it forward. Now popping it out. And it goes out of bounds as the pressure from Adzic and even Fagioli stepping in. Finally, a lots for a mistake. Little bit of shithousery there on the sideline from Cambiasso, dropping the ball, taking his sweet time to take this throw in. Flicked on there by Adzic. Goes to Mari. And he's launching this one out Cambiaso's way. He heads it into the middle. Now headed out again. But we can't find Yildiz. Churia now. And Cambiaso heads it forward. Gets beyond him. Does very well there. And now plays it forward. It's Yildiz. Cuts inside. Had him Bangula making a good run. He's still going. Good hit. Forces a save. Not the best of shots, but gets through. Forces a stop. Kills a bunch of the clock. We've got about 30 seconds remaining, everybody, okay? About to take a short corner here. Try and kill off the remaining 19 seconds. Played short. Fagioli. And then adds it with a back heel. And Fagioli, good pressure, pinning them back there. Blocks it from moving forward. We're at the 94th minute mark. This game's going to shut down. It's going to be 3 points for Juve. It's a foul there. All they're going to be able to do. And what is this? What is he doing? Dorati's going to launch this. We're at 94 minutes, 13 seconds. It's going to be game. Yildiz, it's cut off. They get it up. They're going to try to get this ball forward. Find it in the middle. And the game's blown dead. That's it, everybody. All right. 2-1 for Juventus. 3 points we needed. I got your goal scorers nailed. Did not picture us conceding to a Monza that's got a coach on the chopping block and missing 5 key players, okay? But we were a horror show defensively in the first half. You can totally back the choice of bringing Thuram into the game. But a very, very weak second half from Juventus. Really, really don't like that attitude in a game like this where I think you can kill them off. I'd like to see a different attitude. I think you're playing with fire, especially the way the defense was looking today. But we did shore up. Still, though, you know me, everybody, in a game like this where you should be dominating possession, we allowed too much in the second half. First half, we had 62%. Second half, we had 47%. Complete drop-off. The stats show good. 2 big chances created for Juve in the second half. 11 total attempts. I don't know what the hell they're considering big chances in that half. 9 total attempts for Monza and 53% possession for them, as opposed to the first where we had 2 big chances. Only 5 total attempts through 62% possession. I definitely felt the second half was way too drab. But the biggest thing here is the 3 points. We absolutely had to get 3 points in this game. Can't slip up, but it leaves a lot to be desired still. In the first half, we were at least attempting good things, but only for glimpses. Gotta put together complete games still. We still have to put together a 90 minutes that is like, okay, here we go. All right. As far as this is the last one before Natale, everybody, okay? Before Christmas, for those of us celebrating Christmas and everything. So let's get the likes up. Storm the Barn. You can fire away with Storm the Barn. But if you want to call in, we're going to open up some call-ins, okay? Do not call me on that number. Shoot me a text, and let's chat. You can come in and just simply say, Buon Natale. Let's talk about things, but definitely text me if you want to jump in on the call-ins. We have an early Storm the Barn I will take while we wait for this, okay? But that second half, pretty dire in my opinion. Giratina 70, I don't know about you, but that Danny Mota might not be bad as a cheap forward option. His aerial abilities are crazy good. He's a tricky little customer to deal with. He always gives, like, he's a workhorse. He's got crazy work rate. He's good aerially. He's good. Got good touch and does a really, really good job at linking up in quick plays. He's good. But to be honest, we made him look a lot better than he should have too. So is what it is. But yeah, He played well. As far as the ratings, we are going to go through ratings. We're going to get through player of the match as well. So ratings for Juventus, 7.6 for Di Gregorio. I think the goal that we conceded, he had absolutely no chance on. I will not blame him. Everywhere else where he had to be and could be, he was spot on and aware. 7.6. I'm okay with that. I would probably have him at like a 7, just based on probably overall output and work. Savona at a 6.6. Much better second half than the first half from Savona. Because the first half I left him at an even 6. But second half, 6.5 overall for the game, I'm fine with. Gatti at 6.9. He was the most steady. He was the most steady out of all of them across the back. So for player ratings, I'm going to probably say that 7's a little too high though, but probably 6.7, somewhere in that range, higher than the others. Kalulu at 6.5. Kalulu stays at a 6 even for me, just simply based off that first half. Second half, he did better, but that keeps him level because the first half was brutal. Weston finished with a 7.9. Obviously scored the first goal, but defensively brought his game down. But again, second half was cleaner, a lot better from him. But then he also shifted positions and everything. I don't think he needs to be pushing an 8 for a rating in this game, even with the goal. I probably have him somewhere around probably a 7 overall. Maybe a 6.7, somewhere in there. Locatelli finishes with a 7.5. Kind of a normal day at the office for Locatelli, doing the things we expect of him. I don't think it was anything crazy, though. Probably 6.5. Colt Miners finished the first half with a 7.3. I have no idea how. 6, maybe 6.3 if I'm going with Colt Miners. Thuram that came in for him got 6.7. He did the job he needed to, that he was asked to do. If you're talking about Conceição, pretty light day at the office for him. 6.8 is what his official rating. I'm probably going to go 6.2, 6.3. Yildiz finished with an 8.3. How? Missing for large periods of this match. Not nearly enough action. A lot of questionable decisions in dangerous areas. There is no way, if Chico's around, 6.4 light work, that Yildiz end up going that high. But I would pick Yildiz higher than Conceição overall. Probably just because of amount of work and everything. So I'm going to say a 6.7 probably for Yildiz for me. I don't know how he gets up to 8.3. Vlahovic at a 6.5. Yeah, it's just a lot of hard work and everything and make some moves, but we didn't really get him involved too much. So, yeah, maybe a 6.3 there. It's slim pickings today, but Nico Gonzalez got a 7.3 officially. He was also the official man of the match in this game. He is my man of the match, okay? I give him probably a 7.5. That's the highest for me on any of these guys today, and he's my man of the match, okay? Easily. Now, we got some people reaching out here. And again, you're sending me messages talking about the game and everything. If you physically want on the call, just send me a text, say, get me in, okay? I need to know, get me in, and it's not just a text message saying, what's up? So if you want in, actually tell me that you want in for the call. Say, get me in. There you go. We got one saying, get me in, legit. Alex B, I have a feeling we're going to get some ripping, not happy about this performance. I have a feeling.
Hey, Al.
Hey, how are you doing, brother?
I'm good.
So, what do you think?
It's been worse, I guess.
Yeah, the 3 points is the key here. Probably the biggest positive.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But again, the game wasn't going well, and Mota reverted to his old self. He put all the muscle we have on there, and nothing worked. Everything broke down again.
Yeah, do you feel like that's an indication that this little thing with these playmakers in that 10 role is going to maybe be scrapped?
I really hope not, because with this robust midfield, it's not working at all.
Yeah, and Nico was he was great in there today. Great in there.
Yeah. He's not as rapid as Chico, but he's good. I like him. He has wheels, and he's very technical.
Yeah, I like him in that spot, and I think he played it wonderfully. He was always close to Vlahovic. He was always an option. He was an aerial threat too, getting to quite a bit. I like him in that spot. I really hope that this doesn't shift Malta backwards and go in the opposite direction. I'm with you. And he did do that. He reverted. You can make the argument for...
And he reverted, yeah.
Yeah, like you can make the argument for the Thuram change. Like I get it, but I still don't like the attitude in the second half. Like I still don't like the attitude of just not still moving forward, because at that point, Nico Gonzalez was still in the game. So the attitude was just the drop off. Like it was still just a big drop off. Just no willingness to push after that third and try to kill a game. So in this particular game, with this opponent, and the fact that you had so much possession in the first half, I don't really like that outlook for the second half. Like we should have just killed it.
And Monza were terrible.
They were.
Monza were awful.
They were, and we looked so suspect in the first half. That was crazy, man. I don't know, but I'm with you. I mean, I really hope...
We were too cute.
Yeah,
We were too cute.
I hope it's not a sign that he reverts back from that, man. I really, really hope not, but we'll see. We'll see. All the best over the holidays, brother. Hope we see you on the... Yeah, hope we see you on the post-match podcast tomorrow in the chat. Yeah. We'll break this thing down in full. All right? But, yeah, tanti auguri, fra. Tanti auguri.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Ciao, ciao. All right, so Alex jumping in there. And we've got Giratina 70 that can make a call here for post-match. So we'll get some thoughts. We do have Storm the Barn questions in here too that we'll pull up. So we got some more. We'll ask John here.
Hey, Berto.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. Watch the Juventus. Yes, they are the Juventus. Win the game, and now I'm off to a party, so couldn't get better than this.
There you go. Well, have fun at the party. Enjoy. Real quick, your thoughts on the match and how it played out, and what you liked, maybe something you didn't like. Let me know.
Well, I thought the start of the game was actually not too bad, especially offensively. They seemed to get back to the high press that was so effective in the first couple games, and it culminated in the first goal by McKennie. But yeah, defensively, they were a bit of a mess today. Kalulu had a pretty tough game. He was put into tough situations a lot.
Yeah.
And but got back into it with Nico, and just it felt like a very Allegri win, especially in the second half.
Oh yeah, it was bringing back some memories for sure. It was a game. It was a game management second half. That's all they did basically. We just tried to manage this one, see this one out.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, there's going to be games where that's the play, that's the call. I don't know if
But it's going to be against Monza. It really should not be against Monza.
Not a Monza that's missing 5 key guys. That was brutal today. I mean, like, they had some good sequences that, you know what, if a ball sits up an extra, 4 inches, they're getting a crazy good opportunity to score in the second half on like 3 of those chances. So I really don't like that. I really don't like that approach, but it worked out. We got the 3 points, but I still want to see this team push for more overall. But I thank you for your support. Thanks for calling in, brother. Have fun at your party, and Merry Christmas. All the best. All the best.
Merry Christmas, Berto. Have a good night.
You as well. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
All right, so getting some thoughts in here. Again, reach out if you want to say that we are going to get some more. Yeah, I got Pino that's going to come in here. Let's get to some Storm the Barn first, though, because we do have some questions. Forza Juve saying, do you think something has happened behind the scenes between Motta and Fagioli? The difference in appearances from the bench and starts now compared to the start of the season is very weird. Yeah, I mean, but at the beginning too, like you had Taram that had an injury issue. You had Colt Miners that was coming in that had a rib problem. And you had Luis that has just been struggling when he was fit and then got into the fit. So it's like this time was there, and I don't know what it is, but I think it's the same thing we're all talking about. It's this robust player that he leans towards, that he likes, and I don't know why, for whatever reason, he doesn't believe Fagioli can operate in that 10 slot. I don't know why he thinks he just cannot do it. For what I really don't know. But to come in at the 90th on this game, it's a bit of a shame. And especially this, when for me, I want to kill the game off. I understand the Thuram call, but still, I mean, I don't know. I think I really don't like the situation, but I mean, it appears that is it, and we're pushing this guy away. I would not do it in January. I don't understand why we can't. Well, it's not even about a Fagioli thing. It's just I don't understand the attitude in general. Monza 18th in the table, missing 5 key guys. You're 2-1 up at half. You've got 62% possession. And the thought process there is to not step on throats at the start, see this one through, and then get some rotation in. I don't know. And if Fagioli is not done, I don't know how you're, like, if you're trying to get something more, you're trying to push, I don't know how 1 minute or 3 minutes here and there is going to do anything for any player. I don't know. I don't quite understand it. It doesn't compute. I don't like it, but I have no idea what happened there between these guys or what's going on, but I could totally understand Fagioli saying, yeah, you know what? And what we're getting out of his camp is that they're looking for alternatives. How can you blame the guy? He's constantly being overlooked. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. If you don't have the faith or the confidence in this guy to play against Monza, 18th in the side, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I want to talk about Bianco from Monza. That player was everywhere today. He was on the right, on the left, and in all Monza's attacking plays. He's a player that caught my eye today. It's always interesting to look at some of these other guys there on other teams. Bianco definitely, I just noticed he was, like you said, everywhere. Very, very active. A lot in terms of the work rate. But technically, you know, a lot there and whatnot. But I mean, I don't even know much about this guy. I would assume he's young, or rather young. We could look into it and see, pull it up on the SofaScore here. So his rating was a 7.2 in this game. If we look at his profile, he is 22 years old. So he's 22 years old. Nothing crazy about his graphs anyways in terms of his plays, carrying like a 6.8 rating average this season. But yeah, if you look at his heat map, it's all over the place. And yeah, he was at the forefront of some key elements of play for their game. Kyriakopoulos, he did a lot of work on the flanks. He does a lot of work for that team. Caprari is the one pulling the strings, and today he wasn't doing a whole bunch. We did a good job of keeping him. Motta is a handful. Danny Motta is a handful. He proved that today. So Motta always stands out to me when I watch Monza play. It's going to be interesting. There's not like a crazy jump next for him, but he's definitely like, you know, higher clubs than Monza should be looking at that guy. He's he's a workhorse, and he's one of those strikers that's a pain in the ass to play against. Gugino Eddie, given the way Atalanta hasn't skipped a beat, was Colt Miners just a product of Gasperini? I'm starting to think so. Yeah, I gotta know the details on what's going on with this adductor issue that apparently caused him to come out of here, but I do like him from deeper, playing from deeper than I do further ahead, but I'm telling you, he's playing with the handbrake on. I don't like watching him play with that handbrake on, so something's got to give there. We're going to keep things rolling. And Cope Miners, as far as is he is, maybe. But one thing Gasparini's got for him is whoever the hell comes through there, they're balling out. Milan with Di Catalare looks like nothing of the sort of what was going on in Milan. So is what it is. We'll see. We got time for Pino coming in here. After Pino, I am going to get in maybe my pops. Should we call my pops? Maybe we'll call my pops. But let's get Pino in here real quick. It's Natale. Let's get... Ciao,
Fra.
Ciao, Fra. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. I wish these guys would get a killer instinct in them a little bit.
A killer instinct, man. I would love some killer instinct. Way too passive, man.
Too much, right? Like they hang around too much.
Yeah, it's... I don't like giving these teams life, especially in a one-goal game. And when you look suspect in the first half, I'm not a fan. How concerned are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Because Alex P really got me thinking in that first call tonight. When he's saying that he reverted back to the muscle. How nervous are you on a scale of 1 to 10 that he's going to go back and maybe pull one of these playmakers away from that 10 spot?
I'm extremely nervous. I mean, I don't see the structure of the team, man. I don't see what he's trying to do. It's like he throws pieces in. Like, why are we bringing players in for like 4 minutes? Like,
yeah,
he's not gonna make a difference in 4 minutes. I'm sorry. Like, and it's in Monza and with 1 goal.
Yeah.
Let him hang around. And again, he's gonna go with these big lineups. I mean, he's got guys playing out of position, in positions. Like, I don't see what he's trying to do. I don't see any growth. I don't see anything getting structured.
Yeah.
Roles getting, like who's got what role?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you still got to work it out. So, I'm nervous that he's gonna bail out on that and maybe go back to these midfielders thing. The one thing is that if depending on what happens with this Cope Miners thing with this adductor, because we have to keep ramping up the injuries. This is Juventus, but. Depending on what happens with this, he might not have a choice but to keep going with this playmaker thing. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But at the end of the day, the 3 points is what we got to take. It's not the prettiest. It wasn't the prettiest to watch. But my God, if this thing ended up not going our way, and I think that's why we're looking at it a certain way, is just because we're struggling. Like you've got 10 draws at this point of the season, which is insane in games. And it's the one thing I always go back to. Are we doing enough? While there are some of the fans that say we should have more points at this point, and we were unlucky in certain games, we were also fortunate to get certain points in other games. So for me, it's like the one main question, did we do enough to deserve more? And in most of our matches, you can honestly say that we have not, and we didn't. In this one, I think it wouldn't have been crazy to say that the game probably called for a draw, but in the end, we get the win, which is what we need to do. You need to see wins through. You can't keep drawing, but we gotta step on some throats. We gotta get that killer instinct.
For you though, So for the last 2 times we saw Nico come on, right? How is it that Nico Gonzalez is a bigger playmaker than Cope Miners has been in all the games he started?
It's a problem, isn't it?
Why is he coming in with those energy? He's scoring goals. I mean, the guy's he's came in twice and he's done things that Cope he's just not doing. I mean, like, is it Cope being misused? But Nico's coming in making differences.
Cope Miners is playing with the handbrake on, and I don't know if he's used to certain guys making certain actions or whatever, what he's looking for that he's not seeing out there. But we faded in of the right sequences and movements and build up this game. The first half, we actually had some of it. In the second half, we did nothing. We were flat-footed, standing around and watching. But he got pulled, and he was taken out. So it wasn't a him issue, but in the first half and even going back to the Coppa Italia match, I do like him playing from further back, but he's still playing with a handbrake on. Something's got to change there, and I don't know what it is. But we definitely need more, Fra. We definitely need more. But we do have some Storm the Barns in here. I'm going to pose one to you, here, and it is, well, you've Paul's just saying he sent Fagioli on the field for 2 minutes. For what? For what? I want a 1v1 with Mota in the box, in the boxing ring to fix his brain. Juve Pulse is livid with Mota right now. I don't know what to say to this, man. Fagioli should definitely be getting more than what we've seen him, and this would have been a game to do it because I would have pushed for another goal.
Exactly. We have to. That's what we don't do. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we let them hang around, and that's why we keep getting all these draws and giving up games late and giving up matches late in the game. I mean, and
Yeah.
like, seriously. So what do you do with this kid? Either leave him off the pitch or give him an opportunity to do something.
Yeah.
2 minutes in, I mean, also, what's he gonna do? Nothing.
Nothing, man. Nothing at all.
And you look at him; he's already playing shy. You got the stuff the Italian national team already waiting on the gamblers. I mean, the kid's got stuff way on top of him, and you bring him in 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there.
It's nothing. It's nothing, man.
Just
What?
crush him like that.
Who was your man of the match before I say goodbye? Who was your man of the match?
Honestly, at this point, I like Nico.
Yeah.
The energy he brought for somebody that hasn't been playing, all the criticism about him.
Yeah.
He's been a playmaker, a difference maker every time he came on.
Yeah.
So I gotta give it to him for today.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. It's Nico. Listen, Fra, appreciate all the support. Thank you again for the call-in, and Buon Natale. Tanti auguri.
Thank your family, too. Nothing but best wishes to everybody, man. And see you after Christmas, brother.
You got her. You got her. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Buonasera.
Buonasera. All right, well, yeah, everybody's kind of on the same page here with what we're thinking, how we're seeing these games play out. The 3 points is key. We should have a little bit more ambition. We should have a little bit more ambition to our game to break free of the struggles that we currently had here previously and before, like throughout this season. It's safe. It's the safety. It's the safety that was killing us before. And I think part of the problem is getting the playmakers in there. But again, you've got to find this balance. And it did feel today like what Alex P said about reverting back to too much muscle. I'm not a fan of that second half. I'm not a fan. Do we get my pops on the line? Do we call my pops? Should we see? Should we see? Let's see. Let's see. See if he's probably going to be fired up. He's probably going to say, is Allegri back here or what? Let's see. See if we get him on. Where the heck did he go here? Dun, dun, dun. Let's get him on. Let's get him on the horn. Dun, dun, dun. Let's get him on. Let's get him on. Let's get Gio on. Is he gonna scrap? Oh my god. Shunned by the pops. No response. Oh, left me hanging. Left me hanging. It's okay. I'm going to see him tonight. I'll probably record Ask Gio because it's been too long. And we'll get his thoughts on this Juve, this game, everything. Oh, hang on. Hello? Yeah, looking for Pa. Is he there? Yeah, put him on. Come on, get him on. Pa!
Hey.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
I win ma sempre con la paura che non giocano con non vedo a squadra Juventus come gioca. You know.
Always scared, eh?
Yeah, every time he can make another goal you tie, supposed to put the game inside the first.
Yeah.
Score and then you play around. Così è sempre con la paura che before he finish the game he can tie 2-2 or I don't know why.
Yeah, messing around with the 1-goal lead. What do you think about what's going on with Fagioli and he can't get minutes and stuff? Do you want to see him sold or what?
Fagioli è finito. Si va con un'altra squadra, maybe con la Juventus. I don't think he got the future.
Well, yeah,
He's not the same player.
You don't think he's gonna do anything anyways, eh? You don't think we could have used him earlier in this game to maybe try and find another goal?
Why? We have to keep until we see in January what's happened when he buy 2 or 3 players for sure.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't move him in January. I don't know. Even with these guys that we're looking at, I don't know. It's weird with Fagioli. I would have used him earlier in this game. What do you think about Cope Miners?
One game he play good. Today he don't do too much.
No, not at all. And then he left second half. They're saying that he's hurt.
Yeah,
Another one.
Too much. It's not the same player when I used to see in Atalanta.
Yeah. It's
Lo stesso giocatore non gioca, Alberto. Non gioca con quello che è stato pagato troppi soldi e non è che Luca è. 60 milioni di giocatori a dimostrare che he don't show nothing yet.
So we paid too much. We paid too much for him, and he hasn't shown anything yet for you.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I see a really smart player. He works his ass off, but yeah, sometimes he's got the handbrake on.
I giocatori che mi piacciono a me che giocano, vedi che giocano con come c'ha sotto l'infortunio, hai visto Nico Gonzalez?
Nico played good today, 100%.
Ok. L'altro sopra la destra e la sinistra, Uzzoli, come si chiama? Dille.
Conceição.
Quello è un professionista a giocare.
Yeah, 21 years old.
Hanno difetto, mi piace che hanno difetto, che non passa mai la cazzo della palla.
Who, Conceição? Yeah. I don't know. He's
parte come un vento, gioca, va sotto, no, non è un problema per giocare. Però c'è un problema che la palla non la passa mai quando vuoi cercare sempre di fare un po' vincere la partita sola, vuoi giocare insieme con gli altri giocatori.
Yeah, and how much of that is all on him, and how much of it goes to Mota too? Like at the end of the day, you got to tell these guys, like you got to get these guys playing together. It's not just him too, right? The Mota's got to do a little bit more. Yeah. Well, Cope Miners is hurt, so now he's out too. So we'll see what happens. We have to use these other guys, so we'll see. Maybe Fagioli gets some more minutes. He got hurt today. That's why he got taken out. Adductor injury. They're all hurt, man.
Ma dico io come mai sta cazzo Juventus 10 infortunati, 11 e l'altra squadra c'è stata Atalanta stamattina ha fatto un partitone che ne ha poco Empoli c'ha pareggiava ma ha vinto 3-2.
Man, you're asking me why Juventus has so many injuries? I wish I knew. I wish I had the answer. We're all wondering.
I think it's the coach. He don't give never something wrong with the coach. Con Massimiliano Allegri si faceva male con i giocatori. Così sono tutti infortunati, ogni volta che giocano sono tutti infortunati.
Yeah.
O fa abbastanza allenamento agli giocatori, c'è something wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Training, whatever, too much. But I don't know. These guys are getting hurt left, right, and center. So they say he's out till February in the chat.
Allora va buono.
Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. It gets worse every single game. You play one game and then we lose all our guys. It's unbelievable, man.
E c'è something wrong con l'allenamento, e che è impossibile nei giocatori. Si fanno pure, c'è pure l'infortunio all'altra
This is crazy.
Ma Juventus mi sembra un ospedale.
It's insane. It's insane to me. But hey, we got to deal with it. I'm going to see you later tonight. We're going to come over a couple hours, all right? So we'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Well, there you go. Gio believes the injuries have definitely relation to the training and something's going on there. He feels that it was nowhere near this bad with Massimiliano. It'll be interesting to look at numbers. Massimiliano did have some bad numbers 2 seasons ago as far as injuries. Even last year, I mean, we had quite a bit, but this seems insane. So I don't even know what to say. It's like you play a game, you're constantly having to make adjustments and sort things out. We pulled this up on the preview show today. I'll pull it up again. This is your list of injuries per match. This is insane. Look at how long. It's hard to see because and I'll blow it up and I'll cover myself a bit here, but look at how many games have 5 across the board. 5, 5, 5, 7, 8, 9, 6, and then 5 and 6. It's crazy. And no, it's not an excuse because overall our game needs to be better and better develop itself. And today we see that not really happening. Our game struggled. We didn't impose ourselves. We had an opportunity to do it in the first half. We kind of did a bit, but then we backed out. Something's going on. Something's going on. Injuries are crazy right now at Juventus. Coal miners, the latest to go down. I think the only positive out of today is the 2-1 victory. Some signs, glimpses of what we can do forward with the right guys in positions. But the positives are the 2-1 win and Nico Gonzalez. It seems like this is a guy that maybe, just maybe, could have turned more around in those matches. And maybe I was wrong when I said I didn't believe it. Maybe I was wrong. But bravo to Nico. Ultimately, we get the 3 points. You guys, we're going to take in all the news, all the aftermath. Tomorrow morning, the final live show before Christmas. Hope to see you all there on the live chat, all right? If I don't see you in there, Buon Natale, tanti auguri to everyone who celebrates. Again, for anybody who might be struggling through the holidays, DMs are always open, okay? So, again, take care. Ciao tutti. Hope to see you in the morning. As always, no matter what, fino alla fine, Forza Juventus, but we still have plenty of work to do. Plenty of work to do. Ciao tutti. Enjoy the rest of your weekends and, of course, the holidays.